Live from Cool Boys Central.
You can be the boss down there. I'm boss up here.
Hold your dicks and rub your tits.
You'll be ice cold.
Here come the Cool Boys.
Just a young boy.
So cool.
So cool. So cool.
I see Cool Boys.
All right, guys. So, what are you drinking?
Oh, shit.
Oh, no, there's
Right.
balls on my screen.
That's rape.
Oh, man, I didn't need to see that.
I don't need
Where's
to
your
see that
dick?
at all.
Where's your dick?
He doesn't have one. He just has balls.
Just balls hanging.
When you have balls literally that big, you can move that dick anywhere you need it to be.
Mine are
and
bigger.
Then also, when you got a dick that big, it goes wherever you want it.
Mine are bigger.
I would love to see your balls someday, Felk. Whip them out.
I think.
Let me see them.
This is how Casey Affleck got arrested.
Let's just see him right now. Okay, he's pulling him out.
Wait, is
Fantastic.
Felk really going to whip out his whole dick right now?
I hope so.
Oh, shit. He's really doing it.
me balls.
He's grabbing some balls for us. What's happening?
my balls out.
He's bringing balls out like
You've got a nice sack.
Felk, I don't shave my sack. Do you shave your sack?
I shave my sack. Oh yeah, I shave it regularly.
Hey, folks,
I shave
is
everything.
that the
This
way
is
you
all-
thought part 2 would start for
shit.
this bond? Because we just fucking whipped out our cool boy nut sacks
Well,
and
two
just
was
threw
good.
them in Nolan's face. Nolan, whip your dick out, bitch.
This is my third martini.
I'm a father and a husband. I'm gonna
So is Ballard.
Felk, this is a different episode. You're on your third martini already? Holy shit. You got going, son.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
And that's not all I'm
speaking
doing.
of that, Felk is drinking a martini. I'm drinking this new beer called St. Florian's California Common Brewery. And this is what it says on this. I'll read it to you. It's a little tiny thing. It says, named in honor of the patron saint of firefighters, who legend has it, used waters set aside for the next day's brew to extinguish a catastrophic fire. What
You
a
just
hero.
pulled your balls
Let's
out.
drink
Now you're
to
giving
St.
a-
Florian and the hero in all of us. Cheers.
That sounds like a very pretentious beer.
Yeah,
It is 6% alcohol, baby.
I'm drinking my third vodka martini of the night. 2 shots of fucking vodka each, plus vermouth.
All right, Noli, what are you drinking tonight?
Well, if Felk's on his third, I'm on my fourth Macallan 18. I am
What have you guys been doing at home all day?
It's not like we're just continuing from last episode.
You're fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's right. I may have forgotten that. Greetings, Schoolboys Nation, and welcome to the Cool Boys Podcast.
There's a lot of energy on this opening.
The
Yeah,
James
it is.
Bond, Part 2.
What
I'm
part
And as
is it?
always, I'm Felk.
And I'm Ballard.
This episode-
Ballard.
And I'm Nolan. And this episode feels very like we haven't been drinking all night recording.
Shut up.
Okay.
No. It's fine. It's fine.
Kind of weird that now that I think about it, that I'm on my third martini beginning this episode.
Well, I'll tell you what. I didn't have any mystery beers earlier tonight, and followed by 3 Angry Orchard, with another Angry Orchard to come.
yeah, remind me, last week when you had that mystery beer, how did you feel afterwards? Did it feel weird?
I think I'm still feeling the effects, actually. I feel still a little drunk a whole week later from that one little beer. It was gross. It was a disgusting beer. Absolutely. It might be the only time where I felt like sugary apple juice, alcoholic apple juice was a good option coming after something like that to really cleanse the palate. It was kind of gross. The IPA, whatever the fuck that was.
SEPA.
SEPA! That's what it was.
I think
It wasn't a
was the
CIPA.
Cox
SEPA is an
which
actual
fucking-
disease.
It was just fucking urine.
Well, I think tonight we are going to get into part 2 of the James Bond. So let's hit it, Felk.
And now, as this is again a special episode of the Cool Boys Podcast, we are going to forego updates. Just drive right the fuck in to this epic conclusion of our show topic, the motherfucking James motherfucking Bond motherfucking Part 2.
The Reckoning.
Yeah.
Report preliminary findings. Not worried about her. We gotta keep him gagged.
Cool Boy Nation, pop your cocks and drop your tops.
It might be interesting and important for you to know.
It's time for our Cool Boy show topic.
Hey, I like that.
Spoilers.
No sweat.
So cool.
Do my balls look okay? I hope they're healthy.
Yeah, they look great. All right.
Balls look fantastic.
Thank you.
I think let's get into it. So I want to get off of before we just dive straight into our 5 through 1. That's right, folks. That's called a little bit of foreplay. I'm going to tease your clit and lick your dick. So I want to talk about the theory that Bond is a title and not a name. Now, I feel like this was a theory that worked all the way up until, what? Would you say it was Skyfall or Spectre that really put the nail in the coffin on this theory?
No, it puts the nail when Roger Moore talks about how he was married, and then Timothy Dalton does too.
Roger Moore talking about it outside of the film does not count.
No, in the movie. In the movie, he acknowledges that he had a loved once. He visits the grave of his wife from On Her Majesty's Secret Service in.
Are you sure
it's
the same woman? I never thought of it as being the same woman.
It's the same woman. It's the same woman.
It is.
And in License to Kill. In License to Kill, he says her name.
Oh yeah, well that's evidence. That's clearly fucking evidence right there that theory is wrong. I mean, I know a lot of people. I want that theory to be true. Honestly,
I don't.
Like, that's something that I know. Whenever I've mentioned it before, Nolan, you've been like, you're fucking dumb and you're fucking wrong. And like, I know, but I really want that to be true. So
what is this theory we're talking about?
That Bond is a title and not a name.
It ruins the character if these are 6 different characters.
It's a character.
And Daniel Craig makes it very clear that James Bond is his real name.
But that also
it's
only
not,
made
it's
clear
not a
coming off
code
of
name. It's not a code
Skyfall
name.
and Spectre. That's when Skyfall and Spectre really, I feel like, put the nail in the coffin that no, Bond is not a title. Bond is a name of an actual human being.
Bond's the name of an operative.
Yeah. I kind of like the idea if it would have worked for it to be a title. That
I think it ruins the
operatives
character.
would never use their real names anyways. They would change their names, I feel like. I think that makes sense.
So what was Connery's real name? James Mason?
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, shit. Are there 25 Bond movies?
Getting into caged up. You're gonna get it. All right, well, I think it's time to move on to our next part of our show topic, is the upcoming 007 film, currently Bond 25, is scheduled to release in October 2018. Do you guys think they're going to make October 2018? I don't even think Daniel Craig's 100% yet. I know he's closer to 100% than he's ever been before.
He's still recovering
but he's not 100%
from AIDS
right now.
I don't know what's going on with that. I mean, after the end of Spectre, he could walk away clean. It's going to get messy if he comes back. I'm fine.
Ends it really well, doesn't it?
I'm fine with him.
Like it wraps it up.
It wraps it up, but I'm fine with him coming back. But like Spectre kind of wrapped up his story. Like let's if he comes back, you have to have fucking Christoph Waltz back, who was fucking terrible, and then you have to like do that storyline again.
You have to do Spectre because they clearly set up Christoph Waltz and Spectre and Blofeld as a major part of whatever the storyline would be moving forward.
The problem with the Daniel Craig era is they were all, besides Full Felkels hates Quantum, but they were the best movies we've gotten pretty much. Like they were really good movies, but they were also like, they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Like the timeline is like all over the place. Skyfall should have been like the last one, like him coming back for one last Bond movie to prove that he could, like Skyfall should come out next. But no, we already had that like in the middle. And then we had Spectre, which kind of like ended it. Like now we're going to get another, I don't know. You know what you hear what I'm saying?
Oh, wow. So if you're talking about almost of doing, if you were to do Bond and Machete version, like Star Wars, that it would be, if you did Spectre in front of Skyfall, you could actually have like a more interesting storyline.
No, it wouldn't make any sense.
It wouldn't, but if you could make it make sense, that's kind of what you're saying, Nolan.
The only
right?
Machete orders just don't watch
I'm not
results.
saying watch them in a machete order. I'm saying that the Skyfall storyline should have been like Craig's last film. Like, you know, a guy who's like maybe washed up. Let's prove that he has one more adventure left in him. But now we might get 2 more adventures from Craig. Like, or what we're gonna get, you know, Spectre and then one more. Like, and then Spectre kind of wraps it up. Like, you know, they didn't know where they were going. And then Spectre also introduced Spectre. But like we're just gonna end it right there and not like dive into what Spectre was all about. Like they didn't really know what they were doing. It's very sloppy.
One of my issues with Skyfall is the fact that Daniel Craig is old in it when Quantum Solace is like his second mission. Technically, it's part of his first mission. Really, if you think of it, it's like part B of his first mission. But we can get all into that later when we get into Skyfall. As Skyfall was my number 6, but it's also one of Nolan's 5 through 1. So if we want to get into it, guys.
Before we do that, we need to recap.
Yeah, recap.
We need to, for listeners, our tops 10 through 6s.
So my number 10 was You Only Live Twice. Number 9 was Live, and Let Die. Number 8 was Thunderballs. Number 7 was Octopussy. And number 6 was Skyfall.
And some of those we haven't talked about yet because they're higher up on other people's lists. But my number 10 was Tomorrow Never Dies. Number 9 was The Living Daylights. Number 8 was From Russia with Love. Number 7 was Thunderball. And number 6 was On Her Majesty's Secret Dong. Service, sorry.
And then the most important list, mine. Number 10, You Only Dong Twice. Number 9 was Sky Dong. Number 8 was Tomorrow Never Dongs.
Now I feel cheated. Now I feel like I got so many opportunities to say dongs that I can't.
My number 7 was The Living Dong Lights. And my number 6 was Dongter No.
You had fucking Skyfall at number
my number
9,
10
Sky Dong
was,
number 9.
I don't like the third act.
So my number 10 is You Only Dong Twice. My number 9 was Live and Let Dong. My number 8 was
happening?
Thunder Dong. My number 7 was Dong Pussy. And my number 6 was Sky Dong.
Ballard liked my idea of putting Dong in the title,
I love
so he
the
had
Dong
to do,
idea.
he had
I
to
had
do
to
his
come up with
entire
my
list
own.
again.
I had to come
Pussy
with,
sounds like a good movie.
Dong Pussy is an incredible movie.
Octopussy
starring
is
Maud
not
Adams.
ridiculous enough.
Dong Pussy would probably win Oscars.
Now, is it Dong Never Dies or Tomorrow Never Dongs?
Tomorrow Never Dongs is what I said.
Yeah, Tomorrow Never Dong.
And I said Dong Turno, but I think Dr.
Dong.
Dr. Dong's not that funny, though.
Dr. Dong is funny. Dr. Dong is good.
Well, that brings us into now the big.
No, say that
top-
again. You said blings.
Bling, 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 motherfucker.
And now that brings us. And now that brings us into our top 5 Bond movies of all time, starting with Ballard and his number 5.
Well, my number 5 is going to be a short one because someone's got it, I'm sure, at number 1 or 2. But my number 5 is Go Fuck Yourself, Golden Eye.
What higher?
I have
Higher.
I have
Oh, wait,
higher.
is that a Felkin and Nolan have it higher? Oh, well, folks at Cool Boy
Spoilers?
Nation listening to
GoldenEye
this,
is in the top 5.
hold on to your dicks because GoldenEye is coming up soon.
Oh, good.
But my favorite thing about GoldenEye is, I'll mention it real quick, the motherfucking pen. What a
That's
great
your
trope.
favorite thing from the movie? Okay.
Well, the one thing, how about this? It's the one thing I'm willing to mention right now without giving it out so much because it's one of your guys' number whatever.
Okay.
But I love the pen. It's a great trope and it plays well in the beginning when they set it up with Q, and it fucking sells itself in the end. And you know what? It's a gadget. It's a cool gadget. It's a gadget I think we all wanted.
Okay.
And yeah, you know what? We were high school at the time, so I'm sure it became really uncool after 1999's April 20th. But hey, I'm
Jesus
sure we all
Christ.
still wanted a
What
pen
the
that
fuck
blew
are you
up.
talking
He's
about?
talking about Columbine. Because he's talking about the fact that he wanted to have a pen bomb as a teenager, and then Columbine happened, and he thought maybe it was inappropriate. Am I wrong? That's what you just said.
That's practically what I said. Yes. It would have been really cool to have a pen bomb, and then Columbine ruined
that's
it.
what I thought you were talking about, but I didn't think you were going there.
Well, that's so that was my number 5.
Holy
Well,
shit! How did you get us to Columbine?
Nolan, you want to go with your number 5?
Oh, you just fucking broke me.
Yeah, I think you ended the show right there. All right. Speaking of Columbine,
All right,
let's
Nolan,
get into
what's
my
your
top
number- yeah,
5.
what's Nolan's number 5?
Bond, stop.
I think my
Sandy
top
Hook.
5 is, let's just go with a little film about gambling. It's called Casino Royale.
It's my number 5 as well.
Okay,
Whoa,
fantastic.
Val, do you have it higher?
guys, shut your fucking mouths, because it's higher on my list. Ah!
I can't summarize it in one sentence, so I'll leave it for the full discussion.
Yeah, we'll just wait because I think everyone wants to hear our thoughts on Casino Royale because it is a good movie.
I do.
Boom. All right, well, let's go on. So I guess then, all right. So guys, you just heard my number 5, and here's my number 4, A View to a Kill.
You fucking.
It's not on my list.
Nope. You get this one all to yourself. A movie in which a 58-year-old elderly man named James Bond fucks a 6 foot something black man. It's a woman,
Mayday.
but it looks just like a man with a haircut.
Her
like a man.
name is Mayday.
Her name's Mayday. Beautiful
Her
view
name-
to a kill.
Felk, you get her name right, okay?
She looks like a
yes.
man, and she's fucking an old white man. It's very, very not Bond.
Well, okay, and that I guess that's up to you or not. But her name is Grace Jones, and she plays the character of Mayday. And she's not what's the best part of that movie for me,
Or what's
But,
considered female.
That movie has blonde Christopher Walken villain.
Yeah.
Okay. This is before he played Max.
This is a part written
in
for
Batman Returns.
David
okay?
Bowie.
This is when Christopher Walken was actually trying to be an actor, not playing a caricature of himself, and it's great. I mean, go back and rewatch this movie as a Walken movie, and you're blown away. But on top of that, it was filmed in my fucking backyard in the Bay Area, but not just the Bay Area in general.
More like the
right
gay
in my
area.
county, San Mateo County, where I grew up. It was filmed there. It's a great movie. That holds a huge part of it to me. But it was also filmed in San Francisco, which was also a place I lived in my life. Another place that holds hard to me. And I love A View to a Kill. It ends with a climactic sequence on the Golden Gate Bridge, and it has the opening sequence where he is snowboarding because he lost a ski, and it kicks onto, if I'm not mistaken, Beach Motherfucking Boys.
Yes. So I love how he's clearly on skis, but then when he loses a ski, it clearly turns into something much wider than a normal ski. It's now a fucking snowboard.
It's almost as if it's a gadget and it widens, but we didn't know that ever.
This all sounds horrible.
I think View to Kill's not a good movie. It does introduce us to Dolph Lundgren. It's his first film ever.
Is it really?
Yeah, and he's a henchman in the background most of the time.
What? So Jean-Claude Van Damme is randomly in the background as an extra in what was it? Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo, and Dolph Lundgren's randomly an extra in the background of A View to a Kill.
Yep, I actually think he has like full-on shots just of himself though. Like he's like Max,
he's not like an extra.
I want to say his name is Max Schreck, but that's his name from Batman Returns, right?
Batman Returns, yeah.
But his name's similar to that, right?
Oh, I don't know, dude. I didn't realize Dolph Lundgren was in this movie. I'm
I'm talking about Christopher Walken's name. Anyway, this movie, I think I have it ranked number 17 on my list.
Max
It's
Zorin.
Max Zorin.
Zorin.
Felk, we have like the exact same Google timing skills. Max Zorin is the name of Christopher Walken. Yeah, so he is Max.
It's not a good movie, but it gave us Mayday.
Yeah, well, she's
she
all right.
sucks. That movie sucks.
No, I know. But she was playable in GoldenEye.
She was
know that.
playable along with Oddjob.
You know what? I
and
honestly never fucking
Jaws,
play GoldenEye.
Baron Samdi.
Never had a Nintendo 64. I was on a...
Oh, dude, GoldenEye.
You never
on Nintendo
played
64.
GoldenEye?
No, I had too big a dick. I had a PlayStation.
Seriously, GoldenEye on Nintendo 64 is what dreams were made of, and
It's
the
shit.
Quad multiplayer.
No. We're going to get into it later. Don't worry about it. We're going to get into that later.
Are we gonna get into that later? Okay, good.
We will.
Okay, good, sweet. All right, well, great. Okay, so that was my number 4.
Yeah.
A View to a Kill. So moving on, Nolan, what's your number 4?
Number 4.
My number 4 is...
Number 4.
This is special for me. It's the only Roger Moore film in my top 10.
Fuck you.
And it is a great fucking Bond film. It is The Spy Who Loved Me.
What?
Okay, wow. I've never seen this. I've never seen it.
What?
Never seen
Oh
it.
my God.
Is this the one with the shower scene in the submarine?
Could be.
No.
I think it is. I think I've seen that scene
That
a lot of
doesn't-
times.
That doesn't ring a bell. No, okay. The ending is he's in a special pod with the girl, and like the USA is looking on, the government's looking on, and like the Bond closes the curtain on the submarine. What just happened over there?
I founded it.
So I forgot this girl in the Anya Amazova, Barbara Bach.
Yeah, Triple X.
She's actually really fucking hot, and we didn't put her in our top 3 for bodies last episode.
No,
Fuck.
yeah.
Well, too bad. It's over and done with.
Yeah, that's
Well, you
the
should-
beginning
you
of
should-
Jaws, right?
It's the first one to introduce Jaws.
Jaws is stupid.
Hold on. No, Jaws was cool. Jaws was
Jaws
the first.
is a great, like, what do you call it? Like an ancillary villain, right?
yeah,
he's in
he was just like
5
he's a henchman. No, he's only in like in 2 or 3.
Nolan,
He's like
he,
2.
He transcends beyond henchmen because he's in multiple movies.
I think he's
a
only in
character.
2. I think he's only in 2. He's
Yeah, but
in
that's
that.
still multiple movies.
He's in Spy Who Loved Me and Moonraker. But the movie started off with a ski chase and then a fucking Bond pretty much base jumping off a cliff and then busting open the Union Jack parachute. And then the theme song was Nobody Does It Better, which is a great fucking
Oh
Folgers
shit,
coffee
that's
song.
that theme song.
Okay, so that's the
Yes.
opening credit sequence where I think you can see a girl's asshole. At least if you watch it on YouTube, where the contrast is way too high.
I hope so. What I also like about this
Brilliant,
film
Felk.
is
That's brilliant.
this film, you should watch it again just for the ending is a fucking huge, fantastic, terribly cheesy layer on the ocean. And
Atlantis.
they jettison out in a boat, and it's clearly a really bad model shot where you
Oh,
can
really?
see like model heads moving like kind of like Temple of Doom
No
style.
way.
Temple of Doom style, even though it's even worse than Temple of Doom style when they're in the minecart chase.
Temple of Doom has got some pretty bad like.
No, this
dolls.
one's actually fucking horrendous. Where like you start laughing because it looks like the old what was the show Thunderbirds?
Yep.
Is that-
Thunderbirds,
Yeah, that show where like the models like flew out of the base. What kind of what
Yeah, like Team America.
Team America spoofed? Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But this also has the amazing car chase with the Lotus.
Yeah, the Lotus is at least
Yeah.
Lotus is a shit car, and it's a shit Bond car, and that's.
But
that-
dude,
that
the
was a big-
fucking
yeah.
he dodges like a helicopter, like he's shooting missiles at the helicopter, like in his Lotus. He goes into the water, and the Lotus fucking turns into a submarine. And then there's a submarine chase, and then he fires the missile out and blows up the helicopter. Like this is Roger Moore's best movie. I think it's like his fourth one. He was really comfortable in the role. Everything was clicking.
How are
The
you
music was
masturbating?
good.
Roger Moore's being talked about. I'm sorry,
Ballard,
I can't help
you
it.
love Roger Moore, and you haven't seen this one. That's beyond me because this is Roger
No,
Moore's best
honestly,
film.
it's
and
a
I
lot
think
of Moore's that I've
I
missed,
thought
to be
For
honest.
Your Eyes Only is so. Yeah, For Your Eyes Only is the best Roger Moore Bond movie in my opinion.
What are we talking about
I have
right
it as
now?
number
Are we
12.
talking about something else? What are we-
Spy Who Loved Me. For Your
Spy Who
Eyes
Loved
Only.
Me. We're not talking about For Your Eyes Only, right?
For Your
Okay.
Eyes Only is a grounded Bond film. It's like the
It's the closest Brosnan he did, like to.
exactly, and I really liked it. That's why I said I struggled to get it into my top 10. The finale at the Italian Alps, the Swiss Alps, wherever it's at. I think it's Italy, where he climbs that mountain is
I
fantastic.
haven't seen For Your Eyes Only or Spy Who Loved Me. Which
So
one are we
nobody
talking
has
about?
that on their list for Your
It's-
Eyes Only. Oh really?
No, it was my 11th. It's my 11th.
It's my 12th.
Dude,
Which
the
one are we talking about?
Spy Who Loved Me. But the torture scene in For Your Eyes Only, they
It
drag
deserves an
Bond
honorable
through-
mention.
They drag him through coral.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
hang him from
shit,
a boat,
really?
and they drag him through coral. Like that's an amazing torture scene.
Yeah,
It was
that's
like
a scary scene.
that's the only Roger Moore film that's kind of like grounded. But
Yeah.
but Spy Who Loved Me is very phantasmical. It's very Bondish. It's very ridiculous.
Yeah.
He karate kicks 1,000 people in this movie. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so I'm realizing now Moore really he liked the judo chop. He liked that kind of I don't know, just vaguely Asian-y fighting style. And they like to make him ski. He skis a lot.
He does ski a lot. He skis a lot.
I don't know why that is. Because he's old? Because he started at 45. He's the
Yeah,
oldest guy to start.
I don't know. I think they need to think of like fun things for him to do to make him like engaging. I don't know.
Yeah, really.
But Ballard, you should watch it because it's fantastic. It's a fantastic
Which one?
film.
Okay,
You'll-
if I have to watch next out of these four, currently.
If you've never seen The Spy Who Loved Me,
But
and
wait,
you
wait,
love
wait,
Roger Moore,
Watch For Your Eyes Only.
License
watch
to
it.
Kill, The Living Daylights, Spy Who Loved Me, or For Your Eyes Only. Those four I have not seen.
Oh, fuck.
Which of those four would you recommend I see first?
License.
License?
Yeah, that's what Felk said.
License to Kill?
Yeah, that's what Felk's saying.
He's never seen Living Daylights, so Filk.
Oh, Living Daylights first. What was the list of ones you haven't seen?
I guess it's in order.
Watch the
It would
Daltons
be
first.
The Spy
Watch
Who
the
Loved
Daltons
Me,
first.
The Spy Who Loved Me, For Your Eyes Only, The Living Daylights, License to Kill. Which one should I see first?
Ballard, for someone who just ranked fucking A View to a Kill as number 5, you will love The Spy Who Loved
That's
Me.
true. He wants a different Bond than me.
Yeah, he does. You want to watch The Spy
If
Who
you
Loved
want
Me.
the
It's-
Craig
it's
Bond, watch
phantasmical.
the Dalton movies. If you want the fantastical Bond, watch Spy Who Loved Me. But definitely
like them all,
watch For Your Eyes
honestly.
Only because it's a very good. It's the only Moore one that like feels like the Connery Brosnan Bond.
I honestly like all the different styles of Bond. I like Pierce. I like Moore. I love Connery. Connery is honestly my fave. And then and Craig's great too. Lazenby is the only one I didn't gel with. To be honest, that's it.
Well,
That's fine.
That's fine. Yeah, For Your Eyes Only also has the I think the roughest that they ever had Bond get with a girl when he's like trying to interrogate that one chick.
Oh, did you like that?
I don't like that, but like it's definitely that they were trying to make
Okay.
Moore be as much like Connery as possible.
Hang on. I need to ask Felk a very personal
What?
and a very important butt stuff question.
Okay.
Felk, does Bond do Rimmies?
I bet Bond licks an asshole. Dalton definitely did. Dalton was
Wait. Does Bond, is he man enough, in your opinion, to get Remy's?
Definitely not Craig. Probably Dalton. Maybe Brosnan. Definitely Sean Connery. Sean Connery's getting a rim job right now.
Okay, wait. Now
I don't think so.
Wait. Now the character only. Does the character of Bond give and receive Remy's?
Nope. He's above that gay shit.
I think yes.
I think so.
I think he's been blown. Hey, dude, I've been blown by a girl while getting rimmed by another girl. It is the best thing in the world. If James Bond hasn't done that, then I'm cooler than James Bond.
Bond chokes a bitch
several times.
Maybe pisses on her if she's from the Orient. But other than that, Bond is a classy, gentle man. And he don't do no Remy's.
He doesn't do no Remy's.
He don't do no Remy's.
Bond does not touch the asshole.
Yo, Ro.
What's folks number 4?
Are we at number 4?
Number 4.
Oh, my number 4 is a finger up your butt that's made of gold.
I am higher. I am higher than 4.
Wah, wah, wah.
I am so high right now with fucking Goldfinger that you can't even see me.
All right. What's what's Ballard's number 3?
Wait,
What
you don't
just
want to say
happened?
anything about Goldfinger, folks?
What happened?
You want to drop any little tidbitties?
My thing is Goldfinger.
That's a great theme.
That's the
Who's
best
a
thing.
man? A man with the golden touch. So now it is getting down to the wire, folks, as they say.
The top 3.
Top 3.
3.
How's that olive, Felk? How's that olive?
Pretty good.
Oh my God.
The olive's the best part.
Felk, I hope if anything happens with this podcast is you get hired for radio jobs because your goddamn voice is like goddamn honey in my goddamn ears.
Honey Rider.
Honey Rider, folks. And on top of that, I want people to film you eating olives and eating them. And then, like, I just need this olive company, whatever this is. Like, you know, they need to have you eating olives. It's essential.
It's Trader Joe's olives.
I agree with everything.
I think I agree with everything, too. Okay, top
But
3.
I love that I screenshot your ball sack, though, because now I have that forever.
Did you really?
I've sent
No.
you in the text
I'm
message.
kidding.
Guys, in the text message thread, I have a shot of my nuts I sent to you, and below it was a caption that said, chestnuts roasting on an open fire, and it was me posed in front of a fireplace with my nuts. That's in our phones right now, if you look.
Let's move on. What were we doing here?
That was a Merry Christmas text message I
Okay.
sent Noli and Felk. Anyways, okay, yeah, so moving on, top 3. Ballard's top 3. All right, so my top 3, I hope, is not higher up than this for you guys, because I want to really talk about it.
Look how ripped
is that?
look how ripped I used to be.
That's you?
I'm so fat now. Yes, man.
What happened?
Not Felk.
It's my face right there.
That's not you.
That's absolutely me.
When was this? What year is
Make
this?
that
2015.
face. Make that fucking face for me right now.
2015.
Show me the photo and the face.
Is
What
this
are we
when
doing right now?
Is this when the
What
Rimmies
is this?
happened?
What is this episode?
This is when the Rimmies happened.
Oh shit, that is Felk. Felk, dude.
I was
not
ripped.
Bad.
That's when I had the fucking gym across the street from me.
Felk,
The
this
gay
is a
gym?
terrible time
No.
to bring this up. Because I want to talk about this right now, and I can't because I have to move on to top 3. And you goddamn chastised me, so I can't talk about. How
No, you can talk about
are-
my body all you want. I don't
Felk,
fucking
okay,
care.
well, dude, okay, Felk, so your body, like.
I'll give you
you're
1
trying-
minute.
You're trying to get to Paul Rudd.
Oh, no, I was already past Paul Rudd at that point, I think.
You were on your way to Henry.
Henry
Felk,
is a monster.
Felk. I want you to
Tutors
get to
Henry,
Paul.
maybe.
Felk, listen to me. I
Now
want you
look
to
at
wake
this.
up every goddamn day. No. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. That's a goal, is what I just saw. I saw a goal. I want you to wake up every day.
Let's look at the arms.
And I want you to look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm going to be Paul today. I'm going to be Paul today. And then I want you to work your ass off to get to Paul. And then once you get to Paul, I want you to look yourself in the mirror and go, I'm going to be Henry today. Oh, wait, what's going on with Nolan? Are we about to... Are you setting me up with some striptease?
No.
What'd you just do?
Let's just be clear.
I want to
Nolan
confirm
has
that
removed articles of clothing.
Henry Cavill got mentioned again. This is like the what episode are we on? 20?
I don't give a shit, Nolan, what episode it is, but I'll tell you what. Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice Extended Edition. You need to watch that goddamn movie. You need to see that movie.
You do.
All right, I'm
You
gonna
need to see
switch
it.
gears. Let's go back to Bond. We're way off topic here.
Top
Let's go.
3.
Ballard's number 3.
Tomorrow never dongs.
Oh, really? Okay. I had it at 8, so. I think we're at it.
Finally at it. Well,
We're finally
the cruise
at it.
missile sequence in the beginning, impeccable.
The what sequence?
The cruise missile. Come on, Bond fights a cruise missile with a jet and another jet, and he has to stop the cruise missile.
Yeah, the
and the cruise
opening's cool.
missile's launched, and the whole British team is watching from a fucking computer like bay in another place with a giant monitor. And it's this fucking super intense opening sequence that has nothing to do with the movie. It's so perfect Bond, and it had this great CGI cruise missile flying through the fucking mountains. It was awesome sequence.
It is.
Awesome fucking sequence.
I'm surprised. I had this at number 10, and I'm surprised you guys had it so high. Wait, this is your top 3? This is your third best
Yes.
Bond film ever.
Oh, and the BMW fucking chase sequence remote when he's in the backseat is great.
So
I
good.
love that Terry Hatcher in her prime.
I have it at
and she
8.
gets topless, back only, topless, but still.
She's the worst part of the movie.
And then he stops China and UK from getting into a huge World War III. Bond stops World War III. Plus, it's this fucking stealth fucking boat in the end. This stealth
God.
like destroyer. And
You had
like
it at number
Bond goes
10.
in and
No, I like
hangs
it.
the dude, and they fucking blow it up from inside. It's a great movie.
I will say,
And they halo jump. They
Yeah.
halo jump. He actually does a halo jump in that movie. He jumps out of a high altitude and he does a low open.
Yeah, it was
back
it was
to what I
Brosnan
said,
trying to do the Sean Connery Bond.
Oh,
Basically.
let's be honest. Brosnan didn't do any halo jump. That was a stuntman as soon as that visor went down.
No, I just mean the movie was Brosnan trying to do a Connery Bond.
yeah. To
Tom
go back
Cruise would
to
have
what I
easily done an entire halo jump, no mask, and fucking you see his face.
he would have. But to go back to what I talked about
Henry
last
Cavill,
episode,
Tom Cruise, Batman v Superman,
There.
all mentioned in the Bond episode.
God damn it! Stop talking about
Hugh
that movie.
Jackman.
There are 2 scenes in that movie that are top 10 action material, and that is the the BMW sequences we talked about, but also the motorcycle chase that culminates with Bond jumping a fucking helicopter with
Oh.
the chick on the
Practical
bike.
stunt.
Yes, well the blades were added in digitally, but they did jump a helicopter.
Yeah, he did jump the helicopter, but he had no blades. Practical
Yeah.
stunt.
Practical stunt.
Practical
But that
stunt.
scene's fucking amazing. They're running a fucking motorcycle across the rooftops. It's
I gotta
it's
say
phenomenal.
though, Michelle Yeoh is like
Yeah.
a terrible modern Bond chick.
Yeah, so is
you
Terry
could say
Hatcher.
that.
The Bond women are
No,
bad.
No.
fuck you, Terry Hatcher. They're prime, dude.
Terry
Prime.
Hatcher's good.
The hottest
Terry
girl is that
Hatcher's titties-
Danish
dude, Terry
translator
Hatcher's
in the
titties
beginning.
knew no gravity bounds back in the 90s. Okay, dude?
Yeah.
Those things were uppity, up.
Yeah.
Like fucking
Besides,
Mary Poppins.
let's just say I don't want to be racist, but Michelle Yeoh she's a little bit on the
Too Asian-y?
she's on the bad side of 30 by this time this movie came out,
Cantonese.
and she's not necessarily like the prettiest girl, but she's also just
I'll
not a
turn
very
the
good
volume on
actress.
that.
She's not a very good actress in the movie.
It's not that she's not good or bad. It's that she doesn't speak English well enough. To really
Mandarin.
work.
Maybe that's what it
James
is.
Bond.
She was great in fucking
Oh, you
Super
sucky,
Cop.
sucky.
She was great in Tomorrow Never Dies, I think, as well.
$5,
But she was just
$5.
not a hot Bond chick.
The stunts in that movie are amazing. It was a great follow up to Goldeneye.
Yes.
All right, real quick. Who would you rather fuck out of the worst Bond chicks out of this new age Bond? Would you rather
is
fuck
bodies.
Michelle Yeoh or Judi Dench?
Well, Michelle Yeoh.
Oh, I'd rather fuck Michelle Yeoh for sure.
Oh, give me Judy. Any
Judi Dench doesn't count as a Bond girl. She's a woman.
Skyfall, my son. Skyfall. She is clearly a fucking Bond girl in that movie.
Gross.
I will say, Tomorrow Never Dies. I fucking hate Jonathan Pryce. He's so fucking annoying. He's a bad villain.
Yeah.
Like on
He's
Game
Steve
of
Jobs. He's Steve Jobs.
Yeah,
That's
on
the
Game
point,
of
though.
on Game of Thrones, he sucks too. You hate the guy
Rupert
so
Murdoch.
bad, you want to
Oh,
fucking
dude.
kill him.
Oh no, he's great. It's the
he's,
opposite
Rupert,
of
he's,
that.
Rupert, he's Rupert Murdoch. He's not Steve Jobs.
I'm saying he's great
Oh,
on
yeah,
Game of
yeah.
Thrones. He's just a guy you want to fucking punch in the face.
But
and you
that's
wanna
great.
Yeah, but in a
that's
Bond
great.
film, I don't want that kind of villain. I want a real villain. I want a fucking villain that terrifies me. He's
I
just
like the
fucking
henchman, the
annoying.
strongman, the Russian strongman guy.
I'm okay with that if as long as the character actually like is portrayed well enough. Because for me, I call it the Upham effect. In Saving Private Ryan, I hated Upham.
I hate Upham
is like
too.
doesn't provide him the bullets when he needs. He doesn't save Adam Goldberg from dying when the Nazis
Upham
stabbing
ruins the
him.
fucking
You know?
mission.
Upham, yeah, but Upham is what that actor brought to that character is he made me hate that character. So when I see that in other movies and I can I hate a character, I commend it. I don't condemn it. I commend it. And I look at something like Jonathan Pryce and I go, I love that his portrayal in that because I do agree with you. He's a shitty little piece of shit. Way to go, Felk. Finish his martini. And
yeah, like,
honestly,
he stood no chance against Bond toe to toe in a fight.
No,
He's a
oh,
piece
no.
of
That's
shit.
why he has the Russian strongman henchman who fights Bond
He's a
in a
fucking
cool
little
scene.
weenie little bitch. He's a total piece of shit, little weenie little bitch. Absolutely. He's the guy He's the guy at a bar who has like a big strong dude friend, and then he goes around picking little fucking fights, and everybody's like, "Dude, what the fuck is this little bitch doing?" And then he triggers that one person, and then his friend steps in and lights out.
Agree.
And it's your Bond, and then it's lights out for the other guy.
I'm
And
just
you
very
fuck
surprised
him.
you have this at number 3. I mean, I could see it being in the top 10, but number 3 is very high.
You're right.
You tell me any other Bond movie, Nolan, that has a gun sequence, a shoot sequence, a gun shoot 'em up fight sequence in a newspaper mill.
Not many. And then
Exactly.
they'll print anything these days.
I love that line.
They
After
would.
murder someone.
They would, dude. You totally took that right out of my goddamn my mouth. Thank you, though. I loved it.
All right,
Go
well-
for anything these days.
Yeah, I had it at number 8. I do fucking just think it's
Oh, and
very
Sheryl
fun.
Crow does a great job coming off Tina Turner's with Goldeneye. Sheryl Crow does a great job.
Yeah.
with
No,
I
I
don't
disagree.
like
I actually think
I,
so.
I think the opening's weak.
No, so
No, I like
that's not that along with Quantum of Solace are like the opening is made for another song. Quantum of Solace is made from whatever that fucking chick who died's name was. Amy Winehouse. But yeah, no. Yeah.
What was it? How'd it go? That was Quantum of Solace. Or
Okay,
something
well,
like that.
Tomorrow Never Dies is cut to the Katie Lang's version of Tomorrow Never Dies, which if you haven't, look it up and look at played against the Tomorrow Never Dies opening. It's that syncs up way better. And Katie Lang's song sounds very much more like a Bond song, but at the last minute they decided, Katie Lang's kind of dykey.
Oh, so you're saying it's
the
like
90s.
Radiohead?
They removed it.
Radiohead's Bond song syncs up better with Spectre than
I
Sam Shepard.
fucking hate Spectre's song too. Well, I just hate. I've
No,
heard.
I disagree.
I've
I
heard
like
the
it.
version of
I like
Spectre.
Sam Shepard's Spectre song.
Okay, I like the song. Oh, fine. I've heard it covered by a
Radiohead's
woman.
version's
It's
terrible.
fine.
Don't even say it's better. Don't
What?
even say it's better.
No, it's not better.
version's terrible.
No, it's not. Radiohead's version's not better. It just sounds like a more like a Bond song to me. To be
Okay,
honest.
but
It sounds like a
the
bad
Spectre
song to
song,
me.
whatever it's
Yeah, it's
called,
bad.
would be fine if it was sung as it was intended to by a woman. Instead, it's sung by a man whose fucking voice sounds like nails on a chalkboard to me. I hate Sam Smith. I think he's a horrible singer.
Oh man, that song grew on me. Like I like that song.
I like it too.
I like it. Yep,
I
I
like
like
it.
it.
I like it when you sing
It's
it
a
right now.
Fire
It sounds
alarm.
good.
It sounds like.
I know people hate it.
I fucking
whatever. I like
despise
it.
I honestly hated
Moving
it
on.
when I saw it in the movie and I saw it like with the credits. I actually did not like it. I remember being like, what the fuck is this garbage? But as I heard it on the radio, I liked it more. And as I listened to it on Spotify, I liked it
God,
more.
I hate that. I hate it so much. And it's
You're
not because it's
wrong.
gay. I'm not homophobic. I think Elton John's a fantastic singer. Freddie Mercury is probably the best
I think you're
vocalist of all time.
homophobic. I think you're homophobic. Yeah, I think
It's
you're
that
homophobic.
I hate his voice. Fucking annoys me, and it is feminine, but it's also just screechy. It has that nails on a chalkboard feel to it. I don't like it.
I think you're gay and you don't want to admit it.
Yeah, Felk, you know what? You know what that sounds like to me? It sounds like gay bashing.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
It really bothers me that Sam Smith, when he not only did he win an Oscar for that, but you remember his Oscar
Yeah,
speech,
he
that whole thing where he
Yeah.
went up was like, someone just told me that I'm the first openly gay man to win an Oscar. If that's
Yeah.
true, like that's pretty cool, right? And then he like walked
Yeah.
off stage and like
Sorry,
it cuts to like
Dustin.
Elton John who won for The Lion King, and like the last year's screenwriter Dustin Lance Black calls him out on
Yep.
Twitter like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Google this shit.
He mentioned it classily.
He's a little piece of shit.
He is.
Sam Smith.
I
Sam
think
Shepard.
you wanna fuck him.
I keep wanting to say Sam Shepard. I like Sam Shepard. He's
Sam
cool.
Shepard. That's what I keep thinking too. Sam Shepard.
Sam
All
Shepard
right,
should.
so that you're number
So
3.
Nolan, it's your number 3. Go ahead.
Nolan is your number 3.
I think my number 3 has
Go
been
ahead.
mentioned twice by you guys already, so let's just get into it. It's a little film by Adele called Skyfall.
So I mentioned that last episode.
Tumbles, we will stand tall.
And it's Skyfall.
Face it all together is the next line.
Oh, whatever. I don't know.
all
I think
at Skyfall.
Skyfall is exactly what I wanted. It's a redemption story.
Resurrection.
It's super Bond.
The villains, the fucking villain with like a grotesque like deformation is back, who has a master
Yes.
plan to like revenge
But
on
now
everybody.
he's gay.
It's like classic Bond
Is he?
set in
I thought he was more like
2015.
bi, or he might be pan actually.
Yeah,
He might be.
pansexual. I think
It's
he's
not clear if he
pansexual.
was
Pan.
fucking that chick he had with him or not.
I think he was fucking those servers.
Okay. That's not pansexual, Ballard. Pansexual still means human.
They brought in Sam Mendes, who's won an Oscar. The cinematography in that movie is phenomenal.
It is.
Every shot is amazing, and like that's what Spectre's problem is. It had to live up to that, and Sam Mendes didn't have it in his tank to do another one. Just as
Well,
good.
he didn't have Roger Deakins anymore. Roger Deakins was the cinematographer for Skyfall, and he's like one of the greatest cinematographers of all time. Whereas with Spectre, he had to switch to Hoyt van Hoytema, who did Interstellar, and
Still a good cinematographer.
he's still pretty good, but he's definitely he's not
Yeah.
Roger Deakins.
Every shot in
Who's Roger
Skyfall.
Deakins?
Skyfall looks amazing.
Google
Every
him.
shot looks fantastic.
I know who Roger Deakins is.
The action is good. The opening scene's great. The redemption story, like I touched upon earlier. I love the sequence where like it's a voiceover by Judi Dench and Bond's like fucking running through the streets. Very Dark Knight-ish. They're copying that. It was fantastic to me. I love Skyfall.
I love Skyfall. I think it's quintessential Daniel Craig. I think it's harkens back to classic Bond at the same time with Moneypenny. I love Moneypenny. I love Naomi Harris. I think she's incredible. And one of the things I love about Skyfall too, Noli, to mention what you kind of brought up was
Whoa. They made a black woman Moneypenny?
She's beautiful. They made a beautiful
dare
woman.
you?
How dare
How
they?
fucking dare
Well,
you?
at least they
Felk,
didn't make
Felk,
Felix Leiter
they
black
made-
too.
Felk, they made a beautiful woman, and they casted her in a beautiful woman role. So it works for me. One of the great things about Skyfall for me is that it's just like this, like it's just enough backstory. I didn't need more. I didn't need to meet his brother and find out that his brother's also.
Oh, that was
Blofeld.
fucking dumb.
I didn't need to know his dad and his parents died in an accident or anything like that, or go further into like then how he was, then put into like an orphanage or whatever the fuck. Like I just needed to know that there was a backstory, and I like that they just hint to that there was a backstory. And I have to mention again, as I mentioned earlier in the last episode, I love the ending is fucking Home Alone with shotguns and real explosives.
I love it too, man. I'm right
Oh
there
my
with
God.
you. It was an old school '90s action
So good.
finale, a shootout. I love
And the
a good
helicopter
shootout.
comes in blasting music and then just hits the house with the fucking minigun. Oh my God, so good.
And also we have to mention the scene where Bond walks in, sees a woman who he just met, who's taking a shower. He knows that she was a former child prostitute.
Right on
That's
it.
all he knows about her. I'll take my clothes off, walk into the shower with her, and fuck her. This is something Bond should do. It was questionable. I think it plays, but a lot of people question it.
Dude, I think he definitely plays, and I think he gave her a golden shower in there too as well, because I think we
That
all
is the
know
time to do it, as a warm shower.
That's the time to do it, and I think folks Felt knows, and maybe Ballard knows that that's the time to piss on a woman.
Okay, so Skyfall, we can all agree, is a really good Bond film. It's really good.
Yeah, I don't like the third act because I think it does slip into like Home Alone. It's a little too long. I don't like that Bond flirts with a male villain.
What's too long? Is it too long when it gets to the part where they're running in the darkness or the church?
the darkness and
or
the church
is it
stuff?
just
is what
Albert
goes on.
Finney in general?
Albert Finney is weird. There's too much of that
Do
character.
you know
and
why
don't
Albert
who he
Finney's
is.
in that movie? by
Yeah,
the way?
because he was gonna be Sean Connery.
It's gonna be Sean Connery.
Yeah,
That would have
Sean
been
Connery.
weird.
No, it would have been
That would
amazing.
have been weird, and they should have just dropped that character
No,
altogether.
it would have been
It
amazing.
didn't make sense. It didn't make sense
Do you know why Sean Connery was not in that movie?
because he has cancer.
Here's something my wife told me a long time ago. She read a blind item. I think it was like Lainey Gossip a long time ago and it was dropped as hints as some major celebrity has had to stick himself out of the limelight recently because he has like Alzheimer's or some shit. And a lot of people speculated it was Jack Nicholson for a long time. But now my speculation and others, I guess, have worked their way towards Sean Connery maybe being that person.
Well, he ruined the Bond reunion at the Oscars like a few years ago. It's like,
Yeah.
since he didn't go, like the whole thing got like fucking pooped on. And
That may be part of this Alzheimer's thing that he's going through right now.
That would be terrible.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Sean.
I hope that's not the case. But it was speculated for a while to be Jack Nicholson. So whatever. Anyways, Sean Connery, we love you. You're amazing. You're the best. What is this?
I haven't changed my opinion.
You haven't?
No.
This is Barbara Walters interviewing Sean Connery.
Do it with a clenched
Wow.
fist.
How about
slapping women?
You said.
What year?
Hold on, play it.
The worst thing to slap a woman now and then. As I remember, you said you don't do it with a clenched fist. It's better to do it with an open hand. Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I didn't love that.
I haven't changed my opinion.
You haven't.
No.
You think it's good to slap a woman?
No, I don't think it's good.
You don't think it's bad,
I don't think it's that bad. I think that it depends entirely on the circumstances and if it merits it. Yeah.
Or what would merit it?
Well, if you have tried everything else, and women are pretty good at this, that they can't leave it alone. They don't want to have the last word, and you give them the last word, but they're not happy with the last word. They want to say it again. And get into a really provocative situation. Then I think it's absolutely right.
Wow.
So that was Sean Connery justifying slapping women.
I don't agree with any of that.
No, I can't even begin to at all like understand the mindset.
Great Bond, great humanitarian.
You've never heard that? Have you never heard
Yeah.
that clip before?
I love you. As I said moments before that. Felk, what year was that?
I'm trying to
He
find
was
out.
very lucid there, and I'm just curious.
Come on, let's move on. Come on.
He originally said it in 1965. The interview with Barbara
wait.
Walters was in 1987.
Great.
During the press tour for fucking Last Crusade.
Fantastic.
No shit. That was during the press tour of Last Crusade. All right,
amazing.
Felk, it's your number 3.
All right, my number 3 is definitely not my favorite Bond, but definitely the best movie of a Bond that I think more people should appreciate. Timothy Dalton's License to Kill.
Wow.
Why? You don't think it's that good, huh?
That movie's not good.
I think it's fucking awesome. That is Bond as a killer. That is Bond out for revenge.
Wait, what movie are we talking about?
License to Kill.
Okay, I missed that part. Okay. I've never seen it. So.
Okay, so the basic plot is that Bond's friend, Felix Leiter, when he was still white, gets married. He's retiring. He's a CIA agent. He's retiring. He's going to live his life happily.
Say when he was still white. Jeffrey Wright is practically a white man.
Because it wasn't the Jeffrey Wright version. And because even though the movies were canonical at that point, because he does actually mention being married at the wedding. So it's still like all the things that have happened to Bond are still canonical. But then Felix Leiter's wife gets murdered by the drug dealers he was investigating, and his legs get bitten off by sharks.
Oh shit!
So when we next see Felix Leiter,
seriously, there's a Shark Tank in this?
Yeah, he's black and he's got his legs back somehow. We never find out how he. So that's a total break in the continuity with the Daniel Craig. But Timothy Dalton was still playing like.
Wait, you're talking about if Bond was a title and not a name, or what?
No, if Bond was actually one character. Consistent.
Daniel Craig's technically take place before Dr. No.
Whatever. I mean, so yeah, I guess. But this is a Bond who's been with Felix Leiter for a long time. He's like his best friend. And they've had all those movies together. And then Felix Leiter gets fucked up. His wife gets killed. And Bond just says, fuck it. I'm going to find the drug lord who did this. And I'm going to fucking kill him. And that's his entire, movie. That's his whole movie is vengeance. And the MI6 revokes his license to kill and says, you are no longer an agent if you do this. And he does it anyways. You get the emotional connection with Bond and Q, because they actually have a buddy cop thing going on where they actually work together. It's got a super hot short-haired Bond girl. It's got
she's hot.
Yeah, it's got James Bond fucking driving a semi-truck sideways on 2 wheels to dodge a missile so that it blows up in the next car. It's got Benicio del Toro as the henchman. It's
got Ballard with his shirt off right now, just showed off his titties.
Bond kills the villain. Who's the fucking drug dealer?
Bond puts a semi on 2 wheels.
He's got him
and
completely.
A rocket launcher shoots a rocket between its wheels. It's so good.
Bond has the villain defeated, and he sets him on fire to kill him. Out of vengeance. I fucking
Dalton's
love
hard, huh?
Dalton is the most vicious of the Bonds, and he is so fucking cool in that movie because he's on a mission, but he still fucks. He still does badass things. I love License to Kill.
Me, I feel really shitty that I have never seen a Dalton Bond because, for me, it's I feel like I'm really missing out on some hardcore 80s Bond action, and I really
Ballard,
need to see Bond.
you are. It's
He's the
Commando.
only
Commando
Bond
as
I've
a
never
Bond.
seen.
Yes,
The
you
only
would
one.
love License to Kill, I think. So
I think I would love License
to
to
Kill
Kill.
is the adjusted for inflation. It's the least successful Bond movie.
Is it really?
Yeah.
My problem with License to Kill is I don't find it necessarily bad. The ending's phenomenal. That the fucking tanker chase is great.
Love it.
But it spends like a fucking hour with like Wayne Newton, and it's like a Scientology center. Like, what the fuck was happening there for a while?
That was the cover for the drug cartel.
Oh.
Yeah, it's bad. That whole sequence is bad.
Yeah, okay,
bad,
okay,
bad,
fine.
bad.
But the highs are extraordinarily high. And also, it's the last real Bond movie in a lot of ways because it's the last time Bond smoked cigarettes.
Yep, I miss those days, man. That was Bond to me. You smoke cigarettes, you fuck bitches, you drink fucking alcohol, and you kill bad guys.
It was also the last
That's James Bond.
Last summer Bond. Last time Bond came out in the summer. After that, it would be November releases.
October and November, I think.
Well, yeah, but still, like last time.
What's up with that? What's up with that?
I don't
That's
know.
a secret little soft spot that people realize that if they grab it up, they can have some sweet money there. There's money there. No question that there's money
Yeah.
there. There's money there. There's money there.
So License to Kill, I think you rated it way too high. I think it's underrated. People
Dalton
should-
doesn't show up on my list, but I never saw any.
Yeah, if you
People
haven't
should
noticed,
watch
Roger
it.
Moore doesn't show up on my list.
Really? I've not noticed, actually.
Roger Moore showed up one time on my list.
Damn right. And you did it right, big guy.
Roger Moore showed up like 6 times on your list.
Way too many.
He did 7.
dicks.
He did
Not even the
seven
good
movies.
Roger Moore, I'll suck your dick. Well, all right, well,
watch
folks, it's
First
License to
your-
PG-13 first PG-13 Bond movie cut down from an R. They gave it an R. It's so fucking violent. People explode in the movie. People get set on
All right.
fire. It's fucking great.
Well, I think it's time, fellas, for number 2Z's. And let's twin it up with Casino Royale. That's my number 2.
Casino
Really?
Royale was my number 5.
it was my number 5 as well.
I love the villain. I love how he bleeds.
Yeah, Mads is
when
cool.
he cries. Mads is a fantastic actor. He does great stuff in King Arthur. He does great stuff in Valhalla Rising. He does great stuff in Hannibal. Mads does great stuff.
Second time they cast a potential Bond as the Bond villain.
This movie took Jason Bourne and ripped off the Bourne identity, but made it its own thing and turned Bond into this whole new character with
Nope.
Daniel Craig, and I loved it.
You need to watch the Timothy Dalton movies.
I guess I do.
Yeah, because everything that you're talking about Craig being like the original is that Dalton did it first. People just weren't ready for it because it was before 9/11.
He did.
Well, so Casino Royale is like just great. I feel like it invigorated the franchise. It made it what it needed to be for the Bourne films to match up with them because let's just face it, Jason Bourne, Matt Damon, he rocked it with Bourne Identity, and he set us a gold standard. And Bond is the gold standard. So Bond can't be set standard-wise by another film franchise. So he took it up, and you know what? I think the Haitian, was it Haitian? I can't remember. But the fight sequence in the stairwell in Casino Royale, incredible. Which led up to Bond having to run to the car to keep himself alive because he was poisoned. Give me
Love
a
that
fucking break.
scene.
And then the car chase isn't a car chase. That's the best twist. He has a fucking Vesper in the middle of the road, flips his Bond car. We don't see it ever do a damn fucking thing. What a twist. And I love Ava Green.
Love her too.
So this is your number 2?
Then my number goddamn 2.
It's our 5.
love
So this was my number 5 and Felk's 5. It's a great Bond film. I think it's very front loaded though.
Very.
It
You
is
have all these
front-loaded.
you have all these action scenes in the front half. You're
I
like,
love
oh.
all in the black and white opening sequence, his first 2 kills. Oh, incredible.
Very cool, though. Like, it's a little too
Yeah,
easy to
it-
become a Bond agent or a 00 agent. All you have to do is kill 2 people.
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense. It's a very weird opening.
The opening chase, though, like right when he's like, "Stop touching your bloody ear," I love
Felk,
that.
are you really going to bash all of a sudden Martin Campbell?
No, I
When
love
did
Martin
this
Campbell.
happen? Felk, what did this happen?
Oh,
I'm not bashing it.
We
No,
both
no,
picked it
It's
as number
front
5.
loaded.
Felk
'Cause then-
loves Martin Campbell.
'cause
I don't want to hear Felk bash it. You better lift it.
I'm a
After
big
the
fan of
Madagascar-
Edge of Darkness, actually. I
Yeah,
think that's
we
I
awesome.
have
love
the-
Edge of Darkness.
Oh, I love Edge of Darkness too. We have the Madagascar scene though, And
Love that Madagascar scene.
I love Vertical Limit.
is Vertical Limit Martin Campbell?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
It's pretty good. It's actually pretty good. It's a very entertaining movie.
Where the two guys are like, "Hey, I got this explosive. Let's check it out." And all of a sudden it explodes and like the fucking whole mountain comes down.
Yeah.
It's the movie where the dad dies in the beginning too, and he cuts himself loose and he falls to his death.
Scott Glendo's really cool in Vertical Limit.
Yeah.
Okay, moving
Vertical
past
Limit,
fucking
Casino
Vertical
Royale.
Limit. Oh, yeah, fuck that.
And Green Lantern.
And
Green Lantern.
Fuck Green Lantern.
Edge of Darkness.
Like I said, it's front loaded. The back half doesn't feel as like I'm not emotionally invested in the last half.
Why it's number 5 for me is everything after he wins at the casino doesn't quite work.
Right.
Him getting tortured right in his balls is too uncomfortable. I'm supposed to want to be
It's
James
great.
Bond, and I don't want to be a James Bond who has severe ball damage. I mean, maybe you've seen my balls, and they're pretty good. I don't want them damaged. And then, like after that
I've
scene
seen
where
your balls.
when he gets rescued, and then Vesper like comes to the hospital and fucks him, it's like, yeah, but he's fucking with severe. No, look at the screen. He's fucking with severe testicular damage. That just feels unnatural. And then the whole part where he retires, and then there's a whole extra action scene in the building collapsing. I've kind of emotionally am worn out by that point. I don't like that action scene.
I think I'm emotionally worn out from the balls on the screen right now. There's those look like fucking
Who's
Just nuts.
doing that?
your balls
Stop
look
it.
perfectly like the guy from Star Wars, the ball sack character in the bar.
Ponda Baba.
Yeah, your balls look like just like his face. So speaking of number 2, like I've been staring at Ballard's 2 balls for the last 15 minutes.
I gotta take a shit.
Yeah, and it's take a shit. Oh, number 2. My number 2 is a little film
Hold
called
it.
Goldfinger.
Oh, I got that higher up.
I have it.
You have it higher.
No,
I have it higher up, and since it's your number 2, it will obviously be then. I don't know, my something. So why don't we just wait till my next one?
I had it at number 4.
Cool.
Well, you haven't done my number 2, but then I think I know what we're getting into, because my number 2 is also starting with gold.
Gold pussy.
I have it higher.
Well, I guess we're there.
Higher.
Ballard, what's your number 1?
The number 1. Number 1.
Wait.
Number
Oh, yeah.
1.
It's number 1 time. T minus cool boys and counting. 3, 2, 1.
Number 1. Number 1.
Number 1. My number 1, I teased in last week's episode, and it's my first James Bond. And Felk, I think you may have stopped me for a second last week, and we're like, oh, whoa, don't give anything away. And I was like, no, don't worry. Well, I gave it away. Goldfinger is absolutely my number 1. It's my first Bond. It's my one and only Bond. It's the Bond. He gets sucked out of a goddamn plane. And that's right. I'm talking about the villain, Goldfinger himself. That's how he dies. He gets sucked out of a plane and falls to his death. There's a great scene in Fort Knox. The army plays a little switcheroo with the villain. And you have a great sexy Bond MILF named Pussy Galore.
Pussy.
And you have a incredibly naked, sexy chick covered in gold.
Finger. She dies from that, by the way.
Fuck yeah, she should. And
She died in real life.
Felk, if
Not
you
from
found
that.
her and she was still warm,
Like
would you have
decades
fucked
later.
her?
I would.
you?
Would you ask me? Would I fuck the dead body?
If you found her dead, like Bond did, covered in gold, but she was still warm, would
Well,
you butt fuck her?
He just fucked her, so he didn't need to fuck her again. Now that she's dead.
Yeah, but you are the maid, and you come in, and you just like, oh shit, Bond's girl's dead. A Bond girl is dead.
Yeah, and in the fucking 60s,
She's warm.
In the 60s, that works because it's like, okay, you know, he has to go about his job and finish it, and he just like it just motivates him just a little bit more, and that was okay to do in the fucking 60s. But then they did the reference
thick
to it in the
man.
worst
You
Bond movie,
thick male.
Quantum of Solace, and Bond gets like lectured on because it's with oil, and it's like, oh, you bad Bond, you're responsible for this. Bond should be ashamed of himself. That's wrong for Bond, but it was okay
Well, Bond
in the
is
60s.
ashamed. Bond cries in the shower in Casino.
No. In Quantum, I'm talking about Quantum, where they kill a girl in the same way as in Goldfinger by
oil with oil.
with oil,
right.
yeah, and they make him feel like all like bad for it, like you bad.
Yeah, but
Bond.
come on, man. That was Gemma Atherton, and good lord, she needs to be covered in my Ballard oil.
She's a freak.
Side
now.
note: I flew on a plane from Florence to Paris with her.
Did you cover her in oil?
I covered her in everything I had.
She had fucking elf ears and 6 fingers on each hand. She's a freak. I'd
I
fuck
want
her.
to fuck her.
She was born with 6 fingers on each hand.
So what do we like about Goldfinger?
I
had a
think
4.
it's the epitome of Bond. I love the way they crush the car and they wrap up the crime. I love the modeling. I love that they gas everybody. I love Bond's in the cell and he does the whole like back and forth and he does the trick and all of a sudden he's gone.
That part's kinda
And then
gay.
the guy's all like, "Where did Bond go? I'll go open the fucking prison cell up."
Very
and then
easy
Bond,
for
like,
Bond
of course,
to get out.
takes the dude out as always. I love that Bond chases the girl in his Bond car, and that's when he uses his Bond car. I love when he breaks in with the girl who gets covered in gold's sister into the I think it's Germany, right, or Austria, where
It's
he breaks into the factory.
It's all
I
true.
love the laser sequence. It's
The laser
fucking
seems amazing.
Yeah.
incredible.
And
It's tremendous.
Goldfinger has the ejector seat, right?
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, and I love the opening of Goldfinger. I think it's a great opening, and I love the pool. Oh my God, Bond in what, Florida? Isn't it Florida? And he's at the
Yeah.
pool, and he just pats the girl on the ass and tells her to get going. And it's man stuff. It's man time or whatever. And then he goes and he fucks with Goldfinger's actual card game. I just love the whole movie. I love how it all ties in itself. I love the Asian opening where Bond is a duck. I love when Bond is animals. Like I said in the last episode, how Bond was an alligator. I love Bond sneaking up on people as animals. Anyways, and then he kills the dude in the open with the fucking toaster. And then by far,
Shocking. Truly shocking.
And by far, it is the greatest #1 Bond theme of all.
I won't disagree.
time.
That theme is is amazing.
Goldfinger.
I think if From Russia with Love set up the formula, Goldfinger nailed it, and
Yeah.
every film since then has followed the formula of Goldfinger.
Yeah, totally agree.
Great opening, then a cool fucking stylized theme intro storyline with a guy taking over the world. Hit all the notes with the henchman villain, hot Bond chicks, big action, big dicks, ending with hard R penetration. You got
Well, yeah, close to hard heart, at least penetration. I can't remember the exact endings of Dr. No and From Russia with Love, but was Goldfinger the first time where he was like cast away with a woman and he avoided the rescue team, and like kind of like just decided to fuck her separately instead?
I'm not
Is that-
sure on that.
I'm not sure.
Because he ends isn't Goldfinger
I
ends
think
him fucking
Dr.
the chick
No
in the
did that
raft?
as well, but I couldn't tell you for sure.
He borderline does like force himself on pussy galore in that barn, and that's all.
Oh,
that doesn't
he
necessarily
throws
play
her in the
today.
fucking hay, and they have a roll in the hay, right? Or
Yeah,
some shit?
because he's very much resisting her, and like they're actually fighting for like their occupations, and then he's just like, "Well, I'll kiss you." I don't remember
Well,
how
you
that
know
scene
what?
resolves.
Felk, she shouldn't have been wearing that. Okay,
She shouldn't have been. Huh?
okay, she dressed like a goddamn slut.
Airline pilot.
Now, let's get to Nolan's #1 Bond film of
number-
all time.
And my number 2.
Golden Eye.
I knew it. Best video game of all.
Yeah, and I think part of the problem is it's not a problem, but GoldenEye to me is the first Bond film I saw in theaters. It was also, my choice might be heavily influenced by playing the Nintendo 64 game a lot. Like it's like double the nostalgia. So I could easily put Goldfinger at #1, but GoldenEye, it fucking hits. Everything's hitting in that movie. Pierce is at his best. The action's top notch. The villains are great. The femme fatale's great. Everything's hitting. It's a good movie. It's fantastic.
Well, here's a little confession. I put it at number 5. It really could have been anywhere up in the top fucking 2 or 3, but I put it number 5 because I figured you were gonna put it number 1. I kind of figured this. GoldenEye isn't a movie. GoldenEye is a pop culture
Phenomenon?
sensation,
No.
landmark, fucking benchmark, watermark. Is everything. It is the mark. It is fucking Mach 10. This is the fucking movie of movies because it created this video game. It created the idea of Bond. Bond after Dalton was garbage. I don't know what happened. And that's why I never saw the Dalton ones. Because I don't
Nothing
know what
bad,
happened.
really.
I don't know what happened. Something happened because nobody took Bond serious. And then GoldenEye comes out of nowhere. And everyone's all like, what is this movie? Dude drives a tank through a fucking wall. Xenia on the top. I want her to ride me cowboy every day, all day. Give me that
Every day.
sun.
So,
Every day.
well, okay,
Every day.
all right, I have to stop. What does every day mean?
Every day.
What is it from?
I don't know. It's fucking Ebonics.
It's how people talk these days. Every day.
It's Ebonics.
GoldenEye's in our top 2 for all of us, right?
GoldenEye is my number 5.
So this is it. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. But Felk and I had it in our top 2.
I had his 2. I had his 2, like 2 and 1. It was so close for me.
For me, like I said earlier, I put it number 5 because I just knew you guys were going to have it like way down the road.
Well, Ballard, I'm going to give you a crazy little spoiler. GoldenEye was completely envisioned as another Dalton movie.
Really?
They did all the pre-production and everything, assuming they get Dalton back, and then it got delayed 2 years, and they just went back to everything and did it with Pierce Brosnan, and that is Pierce Brosnan playing pretty similar to the Dalton Bond. A little bit more of the
perfect. He's fucking perfect in the movie.
Perfect. Remington Steele, bitches.
When I think of Bond in my head, Bond in GoldenEye, Pierce in GoldenEye, that is Bond to me. He's handsome. He's charming. He could fucking kill. He looks great. That's Bond.
The problem is that he ends his Bond legacy with Die Another Day. That taints him.
And just so we're clear, before Tom Cruise started making this a household deal, GoldenEye does the stunt of all stunts at that time, which was get that motherfucking stunt guy, get him on a goddamn dam, and make him do that longest bungee jump in human fucking history. And that's done in GoldenEye at the beginning. That is a dangerous motherfucking stunt. And that happened in GoldenEye. And that is how you start the movie. I mean, like, you feel that. And as I mentioned before, there's a pucker factor. PF, if you will. The PF. And your butthole tells you, oh, that's real. That dude just did it. Time to tighten up.
Tighten up.
And it's one of the best parts of the video game is that first 3 missions of the video game when you go from the fucking, you got to get to the dam, jumping down the dam, then you fucking get into the facility, and then you got to get out of the facility. Give me a break. Best part of the goddamn game.
Yeah, well, I don't want to talk about the game too much. The game is fantastic.
You
But let's
teased
talk
the game in the last episode or this episode. I remember because I've been drinking for a week.
I'm saying that
Yeah, so just a little
the
bit
double
of,
nostalgia factor. The tank chase in GoldenEye, the escape from the archives into the tank chase is a top 10.
Bullshit. You just called it archives because of the goddamn video game.
It's
the
a
video
library,
game.
the library of the archives.
The
whatever you
library
say
of the
for it.
archives. That's the video game. You're calling it by the mission names.
The tank chase is amazing.
The tank chase is part of the video game. That's even what it's called in the game.
I don't equate the tank chase from the video game into my equation here.
It's, you know what? The video game, that's the weakest part of the game.
Okay.
why are we talking about the fucking game?
I just can't help
it's
it.
top
I just-
5 Bond movies.
I love the game. All right,
game
For
is
those,
great.
those
The
wondering,
game is great.
the Contra
Game is great.
Dam is an arc dam in Ticino, Switzerland, and it is 1,250 feet high. That's how high the jump was. That's the dam from the opening of the movie GoldenEye.
wow, dude, that's fucking crazy.
And people will be crazy to think that we're picking GoldenEye as 1, 2, and 5, but just go back and watch it. It's everything.
It's actually it's not just a great
It's pretty
Bond movie.
perfect.
It's almost a perfect movie.
It's
Xenia on the top. If I have to die, I might live forever. But if I have to die, I want to die by being fucking a hot crazy chick, and she crushes me and she suffocates me with her thighs.
it's not a bad way to go.
So,
No.
cowgirl or reverse cowgirl?
She
She
does-
gets the legs around.
She does a cowgirl and then flips the guy over and then suffocates him.
Yeah, but if she fucks you to death, cowgirl. or
I
reverse
think she
cowgirl?
kills him in Missionary.
You might be right.
kill
Yeah,
him?
yeah. No, she's cowgirl and then she flips him over.
Yeah.
And then chokes him.
Oh.
And she does the same thing to Bond in like that sauna.
But Bond's too powerful. He's like, I know what you're doing.
Yeah, he
I'm more
wins.
powerful.
He
I'm
wins.
flipping you over,
Magnificent.
and
I
I'm
mean,
gonna.
come on.
And
She-
then he does the same thing to her with trees and kills her.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was hard. Dave.
The opening scene, a shootout to a chase scene to a motorcycle flying into an airplane and then flying away. It's
Shut up.
It's everything you want.
It's
Yeah,
everything we
it's
want.
everything you want, and also, yeah, sure. There's like a rear projection for Pierce like getting into the plane.
Whatever.
That's fake.
Give me a
A
break.
actual
Whatever.
stuntman rides
Whatever.
a motorcycle off the cliff
Throw it away.
into the plane.
Throw it away. Here's what's
What,
great
what
about
are you
that
talking
movie.
about?
Is it does one of those things that where it's those few Bond films where the opening act that seems to be completely separate from the story and the main story arc
Twist. The whole story.
is the whole story.
Twist.
Oh.
So, guys, let's do our list again. What is our top 10 list? Everyone go.
Wait.
All the way
We're
from
done.
Left.
10?
Phelps left.
We're done.
I haven't done my
No,
one
fuck.
yet. You don't know what my one
That's
is.
number 1.
It's Goldfinger.
No, Goldfinger is my number 4. You're very
Phelps got
confused.
special number 1.
What is the number 1?
Go Phelps.
My number 1 is From Russia with Love. Because of the
number
fucking
2.
most brutal, coolest fight in Bond history.
The train scene.
Fighting with Quint of all
Who
fucking
doesn't
people.
pull punches? He does not pull punches.
No, I really get the impression
He
that,
fought Connery.
that Robert Shaw and it just features a fight between Robert Shaw and Sean Connery.
You think it's like a no holds barred fight?
They're fighting.
They're
I've
fighting.
seen
They're
it.
fighting.
It looks real.
It looks real because I think they were trying to hurt each other because they're both they're Robert Shaw and Sean Connery. So after I saw, I think GoldenEye was the first film I saw in theaters, and as a kid, we watched all of them. And Dr. No was interesting. I watched them in order, and then I watched From Russia with Love, and I was blown a fucking way. The music during a extended cat fight that James Bond, he just watches two women fight, and so do we. Because that's not something Bond would intervene. That's something 1963 Bond would intervene in. He just fucking be an observer. The fact that he is in a hotel room, he figures out he's being spied on by the hotel room next to him. So he gets on the balcony, walks across, and goes to the next hotel room. And what does he see? A fucking hot Russian chick naked in bed. And she's like, "Yeah, I'm spying on you, I guess." And he's like, "All right, well, fuck you." And he fucks her, knowing he's being recorded by the Russians. Because he's like, "I don't give a shit."
From Russia with Love, motherfucker.
Yeah, the in-boat chase is fucking really fun, but just because Sean
really
Connery
good.
is he's so suave. That is the best Sean Connery performance.
Wait.
He's the most
Boat
suave.
Chase. And Boat Chase better or worse than Face Off?
Well, I mean, Face Off
Off's better.
Face Off is better on a technical level, without question. But no one in Face Off is as cool as Sean Connery. And Face Off has Nicolas Cage in it, so that's still a pretty high bar.
Did you just fucking seriously say that about John Travolta?
Oh yeah, Nicolas Cage is much cooler than John Travolta, and Sean Connery is
Travolta
cooler
played
than
Baby
Nicolas
Mikey.
Cage.
Or was that Bruce Willis?
Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage should do a movie together sometime. I bet it'd be really good. But yeah, the fight with Robert Shaw and Sean Connery, not the character in James Bond, but like those two actors just fucking fighting and trying to kill each other, is so cool. And I'm sure when Connery's strangling him, like that's obviously like fake wire, but you have to imagine he strangled him a little too hard on set that day.
I remember the train scene was phenomenal.
You never seen From Russia with Love?
Yeah, and
Never seen it.
Pat hasn't seen anything.
I don't know that you are qualified to do a James Bond top 10 list.
I won't stop you guys.
For your own enjoyment, of all the ones you haven't seen, I still want to say see License to Kill, because I think you'll really like it.
No, not License to Kill. Don't watch that one.
I want to honestly. So I honestly before these last week in between episodes, I tried to watch Dr. No and
that's not
From
the one
Russia
to
with
go
Love, but I couldn't.
You can honestly skip Dr. No. I had it probably too high up on my list.
I have to watch it. It's the first.
Yeah, you don't need the
There's
continuity.
nothing really good about it.
Although the chick he's fucking at the beginning of From Russia with Love is the chick he leaves Dr. No with. So there is like, that's the only time a girl's had continuity carrying over from one film to the next. And she's hot.
From Russia with Love, I had as my number 7, I believe.
Yeah.
But it could easily be in the top 3. I will not argue.
Who the fuck
It had
are
a
you?
the tone of it is very. It's such a spy film. It's
Yeah.
a spy film.
It's a very Cold War spy thriller. And I mean,
Totally,
it's
totally.
slow by today's standards, I'm sure. I fought really hard with GoldenEye and From Russia with Love as 1 and 2.
Plus, it introduced the pre-sequence credit sequence where there was some sort of thing happened, and then it all of a sudden went into the the Bond thing with like the circles coming across the screen and Bond shooting it. It started all that.
Yeah, and the
Dr. No has
the
a
opening
really
credit
weird
sequence.
opening.
Yeah, no, it does. But the opening of From Russia with Love is a really cool, like sexy, like the first Bond song with like the sexy girls dancing with the credits. It's the
Ballads.
first real
Spoiler.
Bond movie.
I have
Spoiler,
seen that. I have seen the opening
kill,
to From Russia
They
with Love.
kill James Bond in the opening sequence.
Oh shit!
Wait,
Did you know that?
I've seen the opening titles of From Russia with Love,
No,
but
they-
you said what?
The pre-credit sequence.
The pre-credit sequence, they kill James Bond.
Suck a dick.
Sean Connery dies, and then
On
you find
screen.
out it's just a fucking guy wearing a James Bond mask. They're training to kill James Bond. Spectre is.
When
love the 60s.
Robert Shaw's character, he's such a cool villain. He's getting introduced.
Red.
Because like he's getting like tested out, and the villain chick like just puts on brass knuckles and just punches him in the stomach, and he doesn't flinch. It's so fucking cool.
He's
should
not
watch
fucking
it.
around. He's a great villain.
All right, guys. Well, that was our top 10. So real quickly, everybody, I would like you guys all to recite your top 10. But first, I would like to list Rotten Tomatoes top 10 Bond films. And I'm going to do this real quick. So here we go. Number 10, License to Kill.
Wow.
Number 9, GoldenEye. Number 8, The Spy Who Loved Me. Number 7, On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Number 6, Thunderball. Number 5, Skyfall. Number 4, Casino Royale. Number 3, Dr. No. Number 2, From Russia with Love. And number 1, oh, wait, do they agree with you, Ballard? Oh, yeah, they do. Goldfinger.
Because that's the obvious one.
Hey, whatever. Obvious,
I will say
obvious.
most of those films are on my top 10, so I feel fine.
I'm glad License to
what?
Kill made it. I'm really impressed by that.
I'm impressed
Did
by that too. I'm surprised they have that there.
Did anybody talk about The Spy Who Loved Me as an actual number? Or
Yeah, it's
On
my
Her
number
Majesty-
4, you son of a bitch.
What about On Her Majesty?
Is
Okay,
it?
well then, hey, well, good point. So let's go over our top 10 real quick. Everybody, list your top 10. So I'll go first. My top 10 was You Only Live Twice was number 10. Number 9 was Live and Let Die. Number 8 was Thunderball. Number 7 was Octopussy. Number 6 was Skyfall. Number 5 was GoldenEye. Number 4 was A View to Kill. Number 3 was Tomorrow Never Dies. Number 2 was Casino Royale. And number 1 was Goldfinger. And hang on, let me do that again. The Felk Style. Number 10 was
No, you
Only
fuck you.
Dong
I'm gonna
Twice.
do all mine.
Number 9 was Live and Let Dong. Number 8 was Thunder Dong. Number 7 was Dong Pussy. Number 6 was Dongfall. Number 5 was Golden Dong. Number 4 was A View to a Dong. Number 3 was Tomorrow Never Dongs. Number 2 was Dong Royale. And number 1 was Dong Finger.
That's a lot of
I'm not sure
dongs.
dong pussy works. And also a view to a dong. I would go to with a dong to a kill. That implies you
Oh,
kill
a
someone
dong
with
to
a
a
dong.
kill.
No, I think it's a
That's-
view to a dong.
Sounds like a lot of A's.
This is looking at dongs.
Anyway,
Nolan, let's go with your number 10.
my top 10 was number 10, Tomorrow Never Dongs. Number 9, The Living Dong Lights. Number 8, From Russia with Dong.
Or
I'm
From
gonna do
Dong with Love.
Yeah,
Damn it!
Number 7, Thunder Dong.
Stop reading my brain.
Number 6, On Her Majesty's Secret Dong.
On her Dong Secret Service.
I would go with dogs to good service.
On Her Majesty's Dong Secret Service.
No, you have to replace a word. You can't just add dong.
All right, and yeah.
Okay. Number 5, Casino Dong.
Dong Royale was better.
Dong Royale. Number 5, Dong Royale. Number 4, Spy Who Loved Dong. That's a great one.
The dong who loved me's better.
Yeah, the Dong Who Loved Me.
I don't know. Spy Who Loved Dong is pretty good too.
It is. That's why I love Dong.
That's just a
number
gay
3.
spy.
Number 3, Sky Dong. Number 4,
Dong
I would
Fall.
go with dogfall. I'm going with dogfall. I did say sky dog earlier.
I don't even know what I said.
You said dogfall.
Okay.
I'm fairly sure.
Sky Dong, Dong Sky, Dong Fall. It's all pretty good.
It's all good.
Dong. Did you go Dong Finger?
Dong Finger. That's what I called it. Yeah.
Okay, number 2, Dong Finger. And number 1, Golden Dong.
Golden Dong sounds pretty elaborate.
Golden dong. All
All
right.
right, and Falcon, your top 10 was?
I guess I'll have. Well, so now you all done them all. My number 10 was You Only Dong Twice. My number 9 was I'm gonna go with Dong Fall. My number 8 was Tomorrow Never Dongs. My number 7 was The Living Dong Lights. Number 6 was
the Dong Lights? What?
That's the Living
Sounds
Daylights.
like an alien,
Seriously,
like,
watch
attack.
The Living Daylights. Number
watch
6 was Dr. Dong. Number 5 was Casino Dong Royale. My number.
Oh, shit.
Jesus
Here we
Christ.
go. Command Shift 4. Damn it. I
You
couldn't
should
get it in
shave.
time.
You should shave your ass.
My wife doesn't let me. She likes it
number-
hairy.
My number 5 was Casino Dong Royale.
Casino Dong Roy.
My number 4 is Gold Donger.
All right.
My number is
no. It's
three.
Dong Finger.
My number 3 is License to Dong. That's License
Dong-
to Kill, because
A
a lot of
Dong
people
to
haven't heard of
Kill.
that one. Or Dong to Kill.
I think it's Dong to Kill.
Number 2
Dong to
is
Kill.
Golden Dong. The problem with the
Yep.
Dong thing is that Goldfinger and
Dong and
GoldenEye
I.
are really
No, it's Dong and I. You guys have all missed it. It's Dong and I.
Dong and I. It's GoldenEye. And from my number 1 is From Dong with Love. That's
Yeah, I like
From
that.
Russia with Love.
Or From Russia with Dong, I guess, works too.
Yeah, I
I like
guess.
the variations on the titles. Good stuff. Dongfall, Sky Dong.
Sky Dong.
Sky Dong.
I
sounds
like Dong
ruthless.
Pussy. That was a good one.
Oh, well, if you,
But-
a dong to a kill still works better.
Thunder Dong. That's a good one.
But the sad thing is that no one picked the one that worked the best, which is the man with the golden dong.
Well, yeah. Well, it's not a
That's
good
a
movie,
terrible
right?
movie.
It's a terrible movie. Because
All right,
the
well-
villain has 3 nipples. Why is that in
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Bond movie?
I love the living Dong lights.
Well, that will wrap up our Bond films top 10. We hope you enjoyed our wonderful ramblings on, but now it is Bod time.
Bod
Bod
time.
time.
Bod
Bod time.
All systems ready. 3, 2, 1.
I saw him out walking with his girl.
Talking bodies. Yeah. Talking bodies.
Oh, yeah.
As always, Talking Bodies has us discussing the wonderful world of mega hotties and super babes.
And Cool Boy Nation, to enhance your body experience, strap on that hard drive and whip out that keyboard or your dick, and let's go Googling for some sweet Bond bodies and Bond dongs.
That's right. Now
Or-
we
or
got
rip out your
top
balls.
3 Bond girls, and this time we're going to be focusing on this episode.
I want to see your balls again,
New
Felk.
School Bond girls.
gotta rewind it.
What happened? What I miss? I wasn't looking.
Nothing.
More testicles.
Felk, you were testicling me?
No one was requesting to see my testicles,
Oh.
which is a little weird.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, tonight we're going to pick a top 3 from the show, movie, era, franchise. That will be, of course, New
Don't
School
shame me.
Bond girls, Dalton through Craig. Guys, I have a top 3, and would you like to hear them?
Yeah, I'm probably not going to disagree.
I'm probably
Okay,
going to
Phil.
disagree.
So my number 3 is Denise Richards as Dr.
Oh,
Christmas Jones.
wow.
The World Is Not Enough. And you know what, guys? Christmas comes twice this year.
I think
Ava
Denise.
Green,
Denise
Vesper
Richards.
Lind is number 2,
Okay.
Casino Royale.
Agree with that.
And number 1, Halle Berry as Jinx
Nope.
in Die Another Day.
Nope, you're 1 and 2. There's no discussion. That's it.
Oh, I totally disagree with Halle Berry. I just don't find her honestly that fucking attractive.
You're
That's
fucking
ins-
wrong.
That's insane. You're wrong.
You're wrong. Halle Berry is creme de la creme.
She's
Go
got
kill
a she's
yourself.
got a man's haircut.
Swordfish. Ugh. You need to watch Swordfish.
I've watched
and then whip out
Swordfish.
Did you not dick yourself like crazy?
It's a good body. It's not fucking mind blowing. I'd
Felk,
rather
have you-
fuck the
Felk,
cellist
Felk.
from The Living Daylights or the short haired chick from License to Kill or the
Felk, those
hot
are
ass
Dalton.
Danish chick from the opening of Tomorrow Never Dies. GoldenEye chicks aren't really that hot. But Denise Richards, I think Denise Richards, the person,
Oh.
not the character. I think Denise Richards might
You're
be
wrong.
retarded. She might
No,
be
you're wrong.
like on a low enough scale. She's like 82. Like legally retarded is 70 or below, right? So she's
I'll
like
agree with
probably
Philk on that.
she's probably like 85. She is
She's
a
too dumb for
dumb
me. She's
fucking
too dumb.
girl, and she plays a
I've
nuclear
seen Wild
physicist.
Things. I've seen Wild Things. I've seen Starship Troopers. No, Denise Richards is very smart.
That movie is
very-
bad.
Wait.
When she
She's
enters
very
it,
hot.
it becomes fucking awful.
She's
Her
incredibly
line
smart.
when she delivers lines, it's unwatchable.
I thought Christmas only came once a
She's
year.
incredibly smart. She's talented. She has a good head on her shoulders.
Her name is Christmas Jones. Her name is Christmas Jones throughout
And
the
Christmas
whole
comes
fucking
twice.
movie, just so the last line can be, I thought Christmas only comes once a year. That's
right.
so, that hurts the audience. Why'd they do that?
That was a hard movie to watch.
Yes, it
Especially
is.
the whole
And the next one was
denuking
even
the nuke scene
fucking
in
worse.
the oil pipeline. Oh my god!
And Halle Berry's totally fine. She's not even the fucking hottest chick in Die Another Day.
How about instead of Denise Richards?
Rosamund Pike, Gone Girl.
How about instead of Denise Richards, Sophie Marceau from
That's
the
my top
same
three.
film?
That's my top three.
you're wrong.
It's Halle Berry, Eva Green, and Sophia Marceau.
Eva
I can
Green's
go with
one.
that
Eva
every
Green's
day.
one for me. So
For fuck's sake, I just want to say it right. Every day.
No love for
Every day.
Rosamund Pike.
Every day.
But when she was even like hotter than she was in Gone Girl.
Rosamund Pike.
Oh, I lost
hang
you
on,
guys.
hang on.
No, fuck her.
Hang on,
Fuck
hang
her.
on, hang on. Get rid of Sophie Marceau. Give me Halle Berry, Ava Green, Rosamund Pike, and I got you every day.
I will not approve Halle Berry being on the list. I think she's just overrated.
That's so stupid.
You're retarded.
Yeah, you're dumb. We're gonna overrule you on this.
All right, fine. Put Halle Berry. You putting her number one?
Yeah, number one.
Halle
She
Berry
won't move
over
for
Ava
number one.
Green? All right, fine.
Halle Berry is like what I mean. Who? It would be Valhalla rising in my goddamn pants. if
I'd
fucking
rather fuck
Halle Berry
52-year-old Monica
were
Bellucci
able to give me a moment of her time,
Halle Berry.
topless or
throw
bottomless.
Throw Monica on the list. She might be there at number 3.
I'd
Monica
rather
who?
so many girls. The fucking weird face chick from
Monica
the
who?
bluest
Monica who?
Belushi.
What Bond movie was she in?
Spectra.
Spectre.
She is not a Bond girl.
He
That's like
fucks
seriously
her?
calling. No, that's like calling Naomi Harris, which I would put on my list in a heartbeat.
No,
which is
he never.
technically not a Bond girl.
But you can say Naomi
fucks
Harris
her.
if you want
He fucks
to.
her off
It's,
screen.
it's Naomi Harris, but he fucks Monica Bellushi
He fucks Naomi Harris off screen for sure.
after she shaves him.
yeah,
Yeah, what are they
probably.
doing? They
but
fuck.
they're not technically. She's not technically a Bond girl.
She's a Bond girl. Any money penny's a Bond girl. She's
well,
a
then
Bond
fucking
girl.
if Money Penny's on the list, it changes my whole list. My list then immediately becomes Halle Berry, Rosamund Pike, Naomi Harris.
two
no,
black
Halle
chicks.
Berry-
That's a lot.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
I just
that's
want hot
racist.
chicks.
Okay, I will say this: Naomi Harris is way. I think she's way hotter than Halle Berry.
Have you seen
No.
Halle Berry's tits in Monsters Ball?
Yes,
Or Monsters
that's
Balls?
that's a disturbing scene where she's fucking depressed.
Is it Monsters Balls?
It's
when he the monster talks about getting fucked by Halle Berry.
It's
and he's like,
Monsters Ball.
I want to be bad. Do me when I'm bad. What did she say? I want to get hurt. What did she say, Felk? What is it? You know what it is.
I
Fuck
don't.
knows. It's like I want to be bad.
It's
or
made.
something.
wanna
No,
be
it's
bad.
Okay, it's make me feel good.
Make
Make
me
me
feel
feel good. How do you not remember that?
Make me feel. Let's do it again.
Make me feel good.
Make me feel good.
Make me feel good.
I fucking
want to
hate
feel good.
No, I'm pro death penalty, and I think that movie's fucking garbage. I hate Mark Forster so fucking much. He fucking
Heath
ruined
Ledger,
Bond. He ruined
rest
that
in
movie.
peace.
Yeah, I think you just hate Mark Forster. That's why you hate
I
Quantum
do.
of Solace so much.
I do. I hate Finding Neverland too. I hate it.
I hate Finding Neverland. I hate it.
I do.
It's a terrible fucking movie.
He couldn't
Oh
direct
my
World War Z.
God.
Like Brad Pitt had to take over.
I love
That
World
guy's
War
a
Z.
Piece of
I only
trash.
saw Finding Neverland once, but I liked it. Maybe I need to go back and watch it. And like,
Watch Stay if you really want to hate this guy. I've seen all
I've
his
seen
movies.
Stay. Stay's terrible.
Yeah, he's a horrible director. He's the worst director.
World War
working
Z
today.
is not bad, but World War Z was technically directed by a different director.
Yeah, I know.
World War
It-
Z's not good.
Who's the
It
other
sucks.
director? Because I know Brad Pitt directed some of it with like David Fincher, like
I
as a phone
think
call.
the whole third act was technically directed by Brad Pitt and Damon Lindelof. or
Okay,
some shit
Damon
like
Lindelof. That's who. So he came to set, and also David Fincher was giving him a lot of advice on the phone.
Yeah, I think David Fincher was giving Brad
Brad
Pitt
Pitt, yeah,
advice
Brad Pitt
only
on
as a
advice on the
friend
phone.
only.
Yeah, Mark Forster could not fucking keep that thing together.
That movie sucks.
Yeah, he's a horrible director. Never should have been given a Bond movie.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I guess that. I mean, well,
And
guys.
you want to put Naomi Harris as number 2 or even 1? That's fine. Ava Green, Naomi Harris, Rosamund Pike. That's a list I can totally put my dick of approval on. But
wait, Ava
sucks.
Green, Naomi Harris, Rosamund Pike.
yeah.
Holly Berry's
cannot-
on the list. Holly Berry's on the list.
Halle Berry has to be on the list, Phil.
Well, then don't put. All right, fine. What's the
Who do
list?
you get rid of? Do you
We'll
get rid of
give,
Ava
we'll give
or
Eva
Rosamund?
Green 1 then. How about we give Eva Green 1? Holly Berry. And
No,
then you can have
Ava's
whoever
not
you want.
one. She doesn't beat Halle.
You don't like
No, she
Rosamund
doesn't.
Pike at all, do you?
I
I
she's
hate
love
her.
I
hot.
love
I
Rosamund.
hate her.
I
I hate
love
her.
her.
The
Is that
chick.
Gone Girl chick? Is that Gone Girl?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
oh my
fuck
God,
her.
that's
Fuck
Jack
her.
Reacher. And Jack Reacher, she's pregnant. The titties look great.
But she was
Oh
really
yeah. Oh yeah. She was in Clash of the Titans too. A shitty movie.
Gorgeous, beautiful woman. I have to put Rosamund Pike on this list. I have to put Halle Berry on this list. I have to put Naomi Harris on this list. I have to put Ava Green on this list. I think this has to be a top 4.
You're not even putting in some of my favies.
I think we got to go checkers. We're going to go Oreo. I think it has to go Halle Berry. I think it has to go Ava Green. I think it has
What
to
is
go Naomi
Rosamund
Harris.
Pike from? Is she died
And then I
another
think it has to
day?
go Rosamund Pike.
Yeah.
She's a terrible character.
He fucks her in the ice castle.
Yeah, but the nurse. I mean, come on. No. He fucks her in Scotland.
No,
I would throw Terry Hatcher on that.
No, he
list.
fucks Rosamund Pike and zips her clothes in the ice the ice hotel.
No, in Scotland.
No, it's in the ice
She's the
hotel.
Scottish doctor.
No, she's in the ice hotel.
She's in the ice hotel.
up
I'm
there.
right.
She's also in Scotland.
No, folks, right.
No, she's not in Scotland.
Wait. Who then does him in Scotland?
Does it? I don't remember.
I don't remember anyone
does
doing him in
him.
Scotland.
Somebody does this Pierce in Scotland.
I'm checking out.
Yeah, no. Rosamund Pike
one-
gets naked in the
no
fucking
one
ice
doesn't.
hotel. I have it up right now. I have an image of it right now. So
I fucking love Rosamund Pike. Let's just clarify the top 4 this time, and we'll do it for Bond. The top 4, because there's no other way around this. It has to be Halle Berry, number 1. Number 2 has to be Ava Green. Number 3 has to be Naomi Harris. And number 4 has to be Rosamund Pike. You cannot leave any of those 4 off.
I
They're
want
all
other ones
top-notch.
too, but I mean that
All right.
taking away all mine.
Those are top notch, and that's it. Can we all agree on that? Otherwise, we're like in talking bodies for the next 30 minutes.
I
We
will
can-
accept
we
to
can
move
spend
on.
forever. I'll accept to move on too. I like that's a solid list.
Sorry,
I think we might-
sorry,
It's not my
Olga
top 4 list.
Kurylenko. Try to be better.
Yeah. I think Olga Kurylenko is way better than Rosamund
Olga
Pike.
has small titties.
More than Rosamund Pike.
Sorry, weird faced girl from Warm is the Bluest Color. Nobody likes you. Leah Sadux.
Rosamund's got at least C's.
No, she doesn't.
Olga's got A's to maybe B's.
Sorry, 6-fingered Gemma Artitan. You were born with 6 fingers on each hand.
What is he doing? I'm totally not following you on this.
I'm saying
What?
sorry to all the girls who did not get selected.
Okay.
I'm moving on.
I think, honestly, when the next Bond film comes out, we're probably going to revisit something along the lines of Bond girls. So I think for now, the list is, and do you guys agree? Halle Berry 1, Ava Green 2, Naomi Harris 3, Rosamund Pike, special number 4.
No, I don't agree at all, but we can move on.
No, I can't move on if we don't agree.
I don't want Halle Berry on the list, so we're never going to agree.
I need Love That Dong.
Love that dong. Love that Bond dong. Love that James Bond dong.
Ooh, show specific. And there we go, folks. So that's it. You heard it. It's Love That Bond Dong. And that means it's time to name 3 Bonds. And guess who has the biggest dick and why? And this week it is New Bond Dongs. and the list goes as such. Timothy Dalton, The Living Dong. Pierce Brosnan, Dong Another Day. And Daniel Craig, Sky Dong. I think it's obviously Pierce.
I think it's obviously Timothy Dalton.
Oh, god damn it.
You're dealing with a guy right now that just loves Dalton films. That even
I do.
put License to Kill in his top 3, which is not a good movie.
It's excellent.
right.
So fun.
Why does Timothy Dalton have a bigger dong than Pierce? Because let me say this. Pierce Brosnan, A, best stunt. B, Pierce Brosnan. C, named Pierce.
Pierce
after
Brosnan wasn't even
Pierce-
there that day.
Who
That's
cares?
the best stunt.
Pierce. He's named Pierce after Pierce from MonsterCocks.com.
Everyone go listen to the Monster Cox episode,
It's great.
and you'll know more about Pierce.
Well, whatever. Daniel Craig is last. Can we agree? He works out
Yes.
way too much. He's
I
way
agree.
too fit.
I think if anything we can agree on this episode is that Daniel Craig has the smallest dick out of all
And
three.
Ballard, frankly, having not seen either of the Dalton Bonds, you really can't weigh in on whether Dalton's got a bigger Bond than
I've
Pierce.
seen Timothy Dalton in Toy Story 3.
Nope.
I've seen him in Toy Story, Terror of...
Seen is the wrong word.
I've seen him in Hot Fuzz.
All wrong. Nolan, I thought you'd have more affinity for Dalton, considering he's like such a fucking badass.
I like Dalton, but you threw Pierce in the mix, and Pierce is like my favorite Bond.
All right, well, I think Love That Dong is clearly goes to Mr. Pierce, Monster Cock Pierce.
Timothy's right there. I have nothing against Timothy. He's right there.
How many inches
He
behind?
just feels like he just feels big.
What do you think? You think Timothy got like 5.5 or 6?
That's pathetic. Daniel Craig probably is a small dick, man.
Pierce is rocking what, like maybe 7 total. Piercing 8.5.
When Craig
He's
comes
got a
out,
pierced dick.
when Craig comes out of the water in Casino Royale, they didn't really try to like make it seem like he had a big dick under there. He's wearing pretty tight little shorts, and there's just like a tiny little bulge.
No,
Am I wrong?
I would have
And you
seen.
know what?
I would
And then Felt goes ahead and makes it gay by actually bringing facts into it.
Let's just say.
I'm
As
sorry
if
I made
never
talking
brought-
dogs gay.
Wait, Felt. As if I never brought in facts with real photos I researched of dicks of these actors.
Was it just because you're moving and you couldn't, or could you
Felk.
not find dicks?
I couldn't. Yeah, I'm moving. I couldn't.
I don't want to think Dalton has a big dick because I feel Dalton's short. I know Pierce Brosnan is like 6'2", 6'3", so I think he's at least packing like a 7-inch dong. Dalton's more like 5'10", maybe 6 foot. He's bringing like a 6-inch dong at the most.
Timothy
You know,
Dalton
it's-
is 6'2".
He's that big. Oh, that changes things.
Well, I'm almost 6'2", and I can tell you he's probably rocking 10 inches then.
Daniel Craig's 5'8". He's definitely rocking a 5-inch dong.
Pierce Brosnan is also 6'2".
Dude, honestly, I give Daniel Craig 3.5 inches tops.
Daniel Craig.
I hope-
Holy
dude,
shit!
I
All right, dude.
I hope Daniel
dude.
Craig sues us.
Pierce and Timothy Dalton, 6'2". How tall do you think Daniel Craig is?
5'9",
5'10". 5'10".
5'10",
which means he's 5'9".
Yeah, exactly.
which means he's at least 4.5 inches dick.
He's a small guy.
I don't like how much he worked out. He's like that line in Casino Royale where like Mads is like, you take good care of your body.
Yeah,
Fuck
but
that.
dude,
Bond's supposed to drink all day.
did you see him in the trailer for the new Soderbergh film? He looked ripped.
Was he show his dick in it?
Yes, it's veiny.
Better. All right.
Well, I think the obvious answer is Bill Paxton.
Rest in peace, Bill Paxton.
Go ahead, you guys segue. Go ahead.
Does anyone else leak ass juice when talking about Pierce? I do. It's yelling at the wall time.
You're a fool.
I think you complain just to hear yourself talk.
I'll shut you up.
Yelling at the wall.
Haven't you had enough?
Oh, yeah. Cool Boy Nation, tell us about any of your funny or interesting James Bond. Also, if you have any questions or any more insights into our James Bond, then let us know.
I forgot this episode. And obviously, Cool Boy Nation, if you have any bodies or dongs you would like to mention and throw into the mix for us to review and alert Cool Boy Nation to, please let us know, as we always love seeing those bodies and dongs. Andy, we are still waiting. This is, I think, is Andy Watch Week 5.
Really penalizing people for being friends of yours and also listening to the show. Show us pictures of dick, Andy. That's what we want from you. Cool Boy Nation, if there is a would you rather you would like us to discuss on a future podcast, please email us at thecoolboyspodcast@gmail.com. And now for this episode's Would You Rather.
So for tonight's Would You Rather, I'm going to read one written by our own Ballard. It reads, Cool Boy Nation, would you rather eat Dame Judi Dench's old, stinky, cobwebby, pubic hair ridden pussy until she's retarded, which would take about 12 hours, or suck Daniel Craig's teeny peeny while fingering his asshole and playing with his balls until he comes, which will take almost 45 minutes.
You're really into time. I'm noticing you're really into time limits for each one.
What is the while 3? Or suck Daniel Craig's teeny peeny while 3 fingering his asshole. Is that a typo?
Most people would be like,
three finger his
well,
asshole.
3 fingering his asshole.
Most women
3
probably
fingering.
appreciate a 1 finger. 2 is pushing it. 3, and you're making them feel good about themselves.
So
4 is
I have-
intense. 5 is a whole hand.
I'm getting
so
the-
I'm saying
I have
3
to suck
finger
his
the
dick
asshole.
and stick my fingers in his butthole
No, and you're playing with the balls. Come
for
on.
45 minutes.
45 minutes. It takes about almost 45 minutes.
I can live with that. That's
it
45
might be a
minutes as
little
opposed
bit longer, but it might
to 12 hours.
Hey, but if my understanding of history is
About
correct,
12 hours.
you might get lockjaw around 45 minutes.
Which would take about. I love how it takes a girl 12 hours to get retarded.
About 12 hours if you're eating her pussy the whole time. She'll get retarded.
So, like, most people are just like, would you rather suck this or eat that? Like, that's would you rather. But you would immediately ask, like, but how long does each take?
The part that turns me off is he wrote stinky. Old and
Yeah,
stinky. I don't like old and stinky.
You don't know why do you think James Duty Dame Judi Dench just doesn't shave her pussy. She could.
I'm saying this is a particular situation in which she has been told months in advance.
To let it
and
grow?
been told, hey, you're going to be involved in this sweet sex situation with this person who gets an option to pick between you and, Daniel Craig. And by the way, please don't shave. We want about a good 6 to 9 months of bush hair.
How do you know how long it takes Dame Judi Dench to get retarded? That's not to you.
They
That's up to
don't
her.
know, but they're trying. Well, come on, 12 hours. I mean, any bitch gets fucking retarded after 12 hours of eating pussy.
Not a dame.
Dames definitely get retarded after 12 hours.
No, she's classy. I think she gets retarded fast.
Felk, it has clinically been proven that princesses get fucking retarded after 6 hours.
Rest in peace, Carrie Fisher.
Rest in peace, Princess Di.
Still haven't gotten over that one, have you? I never found Princess Di that attractive, but I would have eaten her pussy because
Princess Di has that perfect porcelain
Princess
face where
pussy.
you want to just come all over it.
Princess
you know what I
pussy's
mean?
pretty good.
And then
jeez.
just don't move and get a lot of good shots.
I don't agree with any of these statements. These are very, very vulgar.
If
very
there's
PG.
anyone who listens in the UK, I'd be down to eat Kate Middleton's pussy.
Well, wait. So what would you rather do?
I'm doing the 45 minutes. I'm gonna blow that dick and I'm gonna fucking put my fingers up his butt and we're gonna make it happen.
What if you get lockjaw?
I don't want to eat a pussy for 12 hours. Not a stinky pussy.
If you're worried about lockjaw in 45 minutes, what's going to happen in 12 hours?
You said stinky pussy.
I go
I'd rather
stinky. I go pussy.
I'd suck that Bond dong, and I'd finger that Bond asshole.
You're acting like I haven't eaten stinky hairy pussy in real life. Not for
I
12
think
hours.
I'd go with
but
Judi
I-
Dench's pussy. Because I think
30
I'd have a good time talking to her about random stage plays that she's done. in
Well, your
Shakespeare.
mouth would be occupied. You wouldn't be able to get much out.
You said continuous 12 hours. You're not talking.
What kind of Shakespeare plays do you like to be? I think I can figure it out.
I'd tongue her ass a little bit too, just to get that would probably shorten some of my time.
This is Judi Dench we're talking about. You're definitely tonguing the asshole a little bit.
That would shorten it down from 12 to at least 9.
Oh, well, absolutely. I'm guessing at estimated finish times here.
I get in there.
My the reality here is I feel like Daniel Craig at least takes a 2-hour blowjob, and I think that's from probably a specialized source.
I'm only doing 45 minutes.
If
so
you're not
I'm fine with that.
getting that copper taste when you tongue an asshole, like a metal taste, it tastes kind of like top copper, you're not in deep enough. That's where the good parts are.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's where the nerve endings are.
Well, I think that leads us right into our show ending.
Goodbye, Cool Boy Nation. New episodes of the Cool Boys Podcast come out every Monday. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Cool Boys Podcast. Email us at thecoolboyspodcast@gmail.com. You can like and subscribe to us on YouTube, and you can find us on YouTube by searching for The Cool Boys Podcast. Please be sure to rate and review us on iTunes as The Cool Boys Podcast. And if you'd like, you can donate to us on Patreon and receive additional episodes of Cool Boys After Dark and a special Cool Boys shout-out on our normal episodes that air every Monday. You can find the Cool Boys Patreon at patreon.com/coolboyspodcast. Thank you for listening. Stay cool, Cool Boy Nation. Until next time, it's Byzies for me.
It's Byzies from Ballard.
And it's Byzies from Nolan.
You are outstanding American boy. You have excelled in all things.
I pump while I dump. Oh, yeah.
So cool.
Oh, yeah.
So cool.
Oh, yeah.
So cool.
Get out of here, damn silly. Get out of here!
Oh, yeah.
This episode of the Cool Boys Podcast was brought to you by...
He's a gentleman. He doesn't do no Remy's.
He don't do no Remy's.
Bond does not touch the asshole.
Yo, Ro. Bond don't do no Remy's, son.
So you think Bond pissed on Kissy Suzuki for your eyes?
Every day.
I actually think
Every day.
I think Bond's beyond anal. He doesn't care. He doesn't want to do that.
That's
Pussy.
bullshit.
You
I don't think he
Bond
doesn't
doesn't
care.
even fuck your pussy. Bond fucks your goddamn fucking
Soul.
little belly button, and he turns that shit into his own goddamn Bond pussy. He just fucks that belly button so goddamn deep.
I don't know about that.
I got limit in my eye earlier, so it hurts.
Wait, lemon
Let's move on from belly button pussies.
from your martini.
When I peel the lemon,
Felk needs another martini, folks.
I do.
Oh man.
Get some
Cool boys.
so serious.